Hello everyone, and we are live. Welcome to episode 44 of my Friday night live stream series. Apologies for being a bit late, we just got a little bit sidetracked there. But first up we've got Carlos Eastwood for Life fan joining us.
Cheers, Scott, for having us.
No worries, Carlos, great to have you on. Awesome stuff. And next up we have Nigel for Rockgod 2004.
Good evening, motherfuckers. How's your ass for spots?
And next up we have Keith on Euphoria Pictures.
Hey everyone, thanks Scott for having me on.
No worries, Keith, great to have you on again. And lastly we've got Andy from Forgotten Older Movies.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me on, Scott.
No worries, Andy. All right. And yes, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Really do appreciate it.
I forgot to say it. Yes, thank you very much for having me back on.
No worries, Nigel.
Too busy being a dick dancing and stuff.
But before we get into the comments, what have we been watching recently? Carlos, would you like to go first?
Just horror movies. I mean, people on my channel may think that I don't watch horror movies, but I do. A few classics this week: the original Evil Dead, Don't Look Now,
Nice.
Don't Look Now, and last night I did watch Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child, which not a great one. So I
bet that's pretty bad.
I think it's the worst of the lot there.
Yeah, so definitely a few more horror movies planned this weekend.
Exemplar! Fuck off, you bent cunt. Does my fucking head when he does that.
Awesome stuff, Carlos. Some really good watches there, my friend. And what about yourself, Nigel?
Well, I'll start off by sounding like a bit of a fucking parrot. Watched Dog Day Afternoon a week or so ago. Absolutely fucking loved it. I think it's my favourite Pacino film.
Awesome.
Death Wish 4, Kino Lorber release.
Oh,
that was fucking brilliant. I never rated this. So I watched it for the first time in like a canny few years. And when I was like, wow, loads better than I remembered it being. Death Wish 5, Kino Lorber, that was really fucking good. That was loads better than I remembered as well. So I think all 5 Death Wish films are pretty solid, actually. Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon Sandwich. Really enjoyed that.
Love that movie.
Angry Kids Series 1. I pissed myself at this. What an ugly fucker. That, look, Mick Hucknall. Jesus Christ. But well, yeah, that really did tickle me, that did. And this fucking piece of shit, I watched that. Never ever want to see that fucking thing again. And then, in the early hours of the morning, for the very first time ever, I watched this and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, nice.
Don't get me wrong, it's shit, but
never seen it.
It's a very enjoyable shit. It's Dracula with fucking martial arts.
Nice. This sounds very entertaining, to be fair.
It was even made by Hammer and is it Shaw Brothers they're called, who did those big box sets?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Did it in coach with them, yeah. The only gripe I've got, because it's quite gory for a Hammer film, is that fucker there who plays Dracula. He just looks like the big skinny one out of Rent-A-Ghost, if anybody remembers that.
No, I've not seen that before.
I swear, he's camp as fuck. But, yeah, I think it was the last sort of Dracula / vampire film that Hammer did. But, yeah, it was so corny. It was brilliant. I loved it.
Awesome stuff, Nigel. Some really good watches there, my friend.
And not so good with that fucking Lars fucking Bond bell end.
Yeah, I've heard that film is quite mixed bag, to be fair, from a lot of people.
Jesus Christ. I hope he never makes another one.
but what about yourself, Keith?
What have I watched? I'm sorry, there's not a breakup on my end, is there by any chance?
No,
No, sounds
No,
good.
sounds clear.
sounding good.
That's perfect. That's good. Good. Yeah. So I watched Black Phone for the first time on 4K.
Oh, no.
What do you think?
And it looked like the Blu-ray. Great movie. Great movie. Great movie. But yeah, the 4K trial. Look, I need to. I'm going to be doing a video on it anyway, but I need to look at it again. But it looked like the Blu-ray to me, so I don't know why they brought it out in 4K.
I
So
watched
yeah,
that
great
on
movie. Love it.
streaming, and I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it, did you not?
I was so disappointed. 'Cause it was one of those films where like, I fucking can't wait to see this, and I was going to buy it, and so I've got this. And I was like, is that it? So I was really disappointed.
That was my favorite movie of last year, believe it or not.
No,
I think it was last year it came out. So yeah, I watched Black Phone. Then right after that, I watched Halloween H20. Then I watched Return of the Living Dead on 4K for the first time. Looked beautiful.
Nice.
doesn't it look
And
amazing?
I also it looks incredible. All of them Shared Factory releases, they look absolutely spectacular. They do. I have no issues with any of them.
I didn't think it was going to look like all
And
that, but
there
the
was one
colours on
more.
it was stunning.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I actually watched another Scream Factory movie, Funhouse, which looked amazing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another cracking look at when the colours in. That are beautiful.
Absolutely. Looked amazing. I was blown away by it. It's great. A great movie as well.
Awesome stuff. Keep some
Oh,
really
some
great watches
crackers there.
I agree, definitely. Really cool watches. And what about yourself, Andy?
Yeah, I think I went through these on Wednesday. I watched the Australian film called Fortress. It's not the one with Christopher Lambert. It's a different Australian one, which was absolutely amazing, about these masked bank robbers that take this school class hostage with the teacher. I thought it was brutal and epic. I love the ending to that film. Yeah, what else have I watched? There was a movie I watched with Steve Guttenberg called The Bedroom Window, which was really good. It's sort of like he's having an affair with his boss's wife.
That's right.
At his apartment, and she sees outside a woman being attacked by some bloke, but because she's having an affair and her husband's quite high profile, she can't admit to the police it was her who saw it. So Steve Guttenberg says to the police, "Okay, I'll tell them I saw it," and it's sort of escalates from there. And it was a really awesome thriller. I watched the film.
Doesn't sound like a typical Steve Guttenberg movie.
No, it's not.
It's
It's really good, really awesome.
Wow.
Really thought it was, because I associate him with like Police Academy.
I was going to say, you think it's Mahoney reporting the crime?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But he's in like this. It's like the best way I could describe it is it's like an 80s Hitchcock film.
Oh,
it's like a suspense thriller.
Wow. Okay.
Like the sound of that.
Wow.
To be taken seriously, it's pretty good. There was a movie I watched. I think last week called it's called Take 182 from the 80s. It's got the guy he's in The Dark Half. He plays the main character in that.
All right, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. Kim Cattrall's in it as well. It's like an 80s movie about a fireman.
No, can't say I remember.
Yeah,
I'm not.
He's like a fireman who was off duty, and he was in a bar, and he was called to save a little girl from a burning house, and he really, really gets injured in doing it. And his brother, he's the lead guy from The Dark Half. He's trying to like get the mayor to like fund his rehabilitation because he was a fireman, he was off duty, but because he was in a bar, the mayor absolutely takes off on him, saying, "Oh, he must have been a drunk and a drink." So the guy takes it into his own hands to ruin the mayor's career.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Really, really awesome movie. Absolutely loved it.
Okay.
Really, really underrated. And I watched one last night called Jack's Back with James Spader.
Fucking
bet
love
that's
that. I
good.
watched that for the first time about 3
Yeah.
weeks ago, and I loved it.
Really good. About a copycat Jack the Ripper killer who's doing all these killers to mark like Jack the Ripper's 100th birthday. I thought it was really good. Really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with that one.
I watched it on YouTube. It's on there in full.
Yeah, really, really awesome film.
I loved it. What a great film.
Yeah. So I've been trying to like dig out some 80s gems that I've not heard of or seen before. So that's what I've been trying to watch and catch up on.
I was just going to say, like, where do you dig all these from? Because, like, most of them I'd never heard of, but the sound mint.
Yeah. I've got my sources, but yeah.
He's got the HP in one hand and he's got the Heinz in the other.
Yeah.
You know what I got? I'll tell you what. Actually, I wanted to quickly show you this. This is great. Watch this. 1 second. Yeah.
I like you. I do like you when Keith whips one out.
That movie, the Black Phone 4K release that I got. The fella that sent me the Black Phone 4K release, he sent me 2 steelbooks, and one of them was Night of the Living Dead. But he sent me this, and I thought the steelbook looked absolutely incredible. But it's the German release of Cellar Dweller. And check out the steelbook in this. It has actually a lenticular cover, and it is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen a purple. It has a lovely purple frame to it. It's absolutely gorgeous, but the artwork is just amazing on that. Check that out.
That's really
Isn't
nice.
that unbelievable? I've never seen that movie. I've heard, if I remember correctly, do you know that Arrow video store box set?
it's in that set.
It is
in that, yeah.
Right.
I really enjoyed
Can't wait
it.
to see that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
That's amazing, though. Every film in that was just so fun.
There's not a bad one in it. I loved every one.
Yeah.
And I watched them in reverse order. Like, I want them numbered, so I'm going to watch the fucking sci-fi ones first. I even loved them.
Robot Jocks.
Robot Jocks was so funny.
Yeah.
It was brilliant stuff. But awesome stuff there, Andy. Some great watches there. Really cool stuff. No worries. And before we get into comments, everyone's links in the description box down below. Go and give these guys all a sub because they all have amazing channels.
Oh, thank you very much, Scott. You are a gentleman.
Appreciate that, Scott. Thank you,
Scotty.
No worries, guys. And let's get into the comments. And first up, we have my mate Brandon here. Hello, mate. Great to see you here. And next up, we've got Danny Jeeks here. Hello, mate. Great to see you here as well.
All right, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
And next up, we've got Del Boy here. Hello, mate. Says, hi, handsome bastards and Nigel. Anyway.
Handsome what?
Handsome bastard.
Oh, handsome Bellend, sorry.
I need to be the chief fucking comment reader here, because you and Pete, you're fucking blind with too much wanking.
But anyway, have a great stream. You are allowed to save one film for Halloween, one for Thanksgiving, and one film for Christmas. What is your choice for all 3 and why? Oh, great question there, Del Boy.
He does think I am handsome, by the way. He just doesn't like to show it.
Yeah, definitely. Halloween, it'd probably be, I don't know, maybe Scream, because that's a really good film for Halloween, I think. Really do enjoy watching that one over a horror period. Thanksgiving, probably Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Absolutely love that film. One of my favourite comedy films of the 80s, that one. I think it's so good. And Christmas, probably Home Alone, just because I grew up watching that film a lot and I really do enjoy that film. Probably my favourite Christmas film, that one. What about yourself, Nigel?
For Halloween, it would have to be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Thanksgiving would have to be Planes, Trains, Automobiles. And Christmas, for me, would have to be Black Christmas.
Oh, nice. Great choices there, Nigel. Really good stuff there. Nice. What about yourself, Andy?
None of this jolly fucking Home Alone bollocks.
For me, for Halloween, it has to be Halloween. Just the title's the giveaway.
Yeah, definitely.
For Thanksgiving, I'm going to go with Addams Family Values.
Oh, awesome.
I just love that film. And for Christmas, Muppets Christmas Carol.
Nice. Great choices there, Andy. Really good stuff there. And what about yourself, Carlos?
For Halloween, it's got to be Halloween 1 and 2. Probably could watch that in one go because it feels like one movie to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanksgiving, does it have to be a comedy? Probably
no, it
something
could be
like
any
Trading
film for
Places.
Thanksgiving.
Doesn't have to be a comedy, no.
Trading
Do whatever you
Places.
want.
I probably would go for a comedy. I'd probably say Trading Places. Christmas, Home Alone would probably be the number one pick, but I'm loving Jingle All the Way a lot more. The more often I see that one, that's becoming a more popular Christmas title for me with that. Because it's kind of more like today when you've got to go out and buy that sort of Christmas present that all the stores are all sold out. And it kind of reminds me of a lot like myself, leaving it right to the last minute. So yeah, Jingle All the Way for me for Christmas.
Wow, good pick. That's a great pick.
Great choices.
Nothing
there,
sets off
Carlos.
the Christmas spirit like Black Christmas.
Awesome stuff, Carlos. And what about yourself, Keith?
Well, normally I would say Halloween, but the fact that you can only pick one movie, so I can't say Halloween because I need Halloween 2 to go with Halloween. So I'm going to go with Halloween 3 because it's a great standalone Halloween movie. And like we said, me and Nigel said about it numerous times, it's the one movie that really captures the essence of Halloween beautifully. So definitely
Really
Halloween 3 there. For Thanksgiving, I'm torn between two movies. Either Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, or Driving Me Crazy. It's another John Hughes movie. I don't think he directs it. I think he wrote it, and it's very similar to Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Your man stars with Ed O'Neill from what's that TV show called again? Married with Children.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Oh, the one who plays the dad.
Yeah, he's basically he's picking up his girlfriend. He's picking up his girlfriend's son, and he's a posh little bastard. You know, he doesn't care about anyone but himself. And it's basically him trying to get the son back to the mother for Thanksgiving. But it's let's just say the kid doesn't make it easy for him, and it's just a fun comedy. It's a typical John Hughes movie. It is, and I actually can't wait to see it now in November. And Christmas,
that sounds like a cross between Planes, Trains, and Uncle Buck.
Yeah, there's some truth there, absolutely. And for Christmas, it'll have to be Scrooge for me.
Oh, nice.
Bill Murray, absolutely incredible. The ending of that movie, it just seems everything is just like it's just feels like it's improv. The last bit of that movie, and it actually leaves me in tears every time I watch it, every single time. And I love Bill Murray at the end of that. If you actually watch the scene where he's doing that speech at the end of it, and there's just a bit in it where you can actually hear Bill Murray. He's about to start crying, and when he starts, I start. And
do you know what? I've never seen it.
I haven't either.
Well, I can tell you now, Nigel, it's coming out in 4K.
Great movie.
Oh, it's coming out in 4K in November. So if there's ever a time to check it out, it'd probably be now.
Awesome. I do need to watch that film, to be fair. I've heard it's really funny.
Oh, so good.
Awesome. Great stuff there, Keith. Really good choices there, my friend. And next up, we got Dan from Dan's Movie Cave here. Hello, Dan, mate. Good to see you here.
Hey, Dan.
Says, evening, guys. I pulled this. Well, who's that shifty bald fella you've got on there?
This bell end?
All right.
Don't mind, Nigel.
Look at this bell end. I can't even point. I'll point the fucking key. There.
Why, talking these live stream, brother, Dan?
Have you ever tried talking when you're backwards?
And we've also got Dan saying, seriously though, great to see Carlos on with you all. Yeah, definitely great to have Carlos on at last. 100%.
Absolutely.
And we've got Danny Duke saying, just got the Exorcist TV series 1 and 2 on 4 Blu-ray case. It's so nice, even the discs have some raised texture. Awesome. I didn't even
know
know
there
that.
was a TV series.
I had no clue, to be honest. Have you heard of it, Andy?
No, it's over my head, that one.
No worries. What about you, Carlos?
What was that? Sorry, what was the question?
Exorcist TV series 1 and 2. Have you heard of
Question,
Exorcist
Scott?
TV show?
No, I don't think I didn't know they made a TV
No,
series.
I didn't.
It might have been short-lived.
Yeah, probably was literally
Weird.
only series 1 and 2, to be fair. But no worries, Carlos. And what about yourself, Keith?
Yeah, I knew there was a TV series. I never got around to seeing it, but I did watch Believer. I went to see it 2 nights ago.
Oh,
And
That's what I think of that.
Wow.
You know what? It's a
is
shame.
it worse than
that
Halloween
bad?
Ends?
No, actually, you know what? It's actually miles ahead of Halloween Ends.
See, I love Halloween Ends, so I might like it.
Yeah, no. It actually starts off quite promising. It's actually, I have to admit, I think around the first 35 minutes of the movie, I actually looked at my fiance and went, wow, I'm actually surprised here. This is not bad. But as soon as it gets to the whole Exorcist scene, oh my God, it lacks any kind of energy or atmosphere or entertainment. It is just run of the mill, nothing new at all. Full of stupid little Easter eggs and they think by throwing these Easter eggs in that the fans are going to be ecstatic. Absolutely, and an ending that you could see coming a fucking mile away. It was such a letdown. Another missed opportunity.
it's a shame. I don't think a remake would be too great, to be fair. I haven't heard great things about a new one, in all honesty. But yeah, it's a shame that it's not too good, because the original's classic, of course. And we've got Mike from Did You See That Here? Hello, mate. Oh, here we go.
Hey,
And he says,
Hello,
Scott, Nige, Keith, Andy, and Eastwood. Good to see you, Mike, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And he says, hey, fellas, hope you're doing all well. Yeah,
Doing great.
Good, Mike.
He goes apeshit, then he just goes normal.
He does.
I worry about that man. I really do.
It's same here, Nige. And we've got Gary from St. Gina. Hello, mate. Great to see you here.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, up.
Hey, Gary.
He says, evening all, hope
Cheers for
you're
tuning
well.
in.
So, a question for each of you. What horror movie impacted you the most as a child, and why? Another great question there.
You shouldn't even have to fucking think.
Yeah, no, it's good. I was going to try and think of a different answer, to be fair, but it's got to be the original Dawn of the Dead. It just got to be. It's the first horror film I ever watched. It got me
At the age of fucking 3.
Yeah, age of 3. Yeah, I know, mental, but such a great film. Still my favourite film, and yeah, such a classic. And horror is my favourite genre as well. So yeah, definitely that one. What about yourself, Nigel?
I'm gonna have to say the first Halloween. I seen it when it was on the telly one night, and when the music started, I was on my own, and I was like, that music put the shit up me, so I turned it over. I seen the pumpkin, heard the music, and my mum and dad were coming in because they'd been out, and my dad went to bed. And my mum said, "I want to watch that film." I said, "Oh, good, I'll watch it with you." So I put it back on. It was like the view of the house walking around of that, and it's fuck me. I was off for school with the chicken pox, and they both worked. They went to work, left me in the house on my own the next day. I didn't sleep for 3 nights. Every time I shut my eyes, the cunt was at the end of the bed.
No.
And the fact that the bit where Jamie Lee Curtis looks out the window is in the garden looking up, like you weren't even safe in daylight, that absolutely terrified me.
Mm.
And that was, I think that was like my curiosity start to more sort of extreme horror films than Hammer.
Awesome choice, Nigel. Really good film there. What about yourself, Andy?
Mine's also Dawn of the Dead.
Awesome.
The film itself didn't terrify me, but it was just the aftermath afterwards. That was like my first taste of not every ending to a film is going to be happy. And I couldn't sleep for days after watching it. It terrified me. Just the thought of dead bodies coming back and all they want to do is eat you. Yeah, it was horrific. And I expect, because I was watching that film thinking, oh, the army's going to turn up and kill them all, and that's going to be it. It's going to wrap up, and everyone's going to survive. No, that's not what happens.
No.
How old are you when you seen it, Andy?
I was 7 or 8.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I was 13 when I saw Halloween.
Yeah, I was 7 or 8
Big
when I saw.
fucking wuss.
I was 12 when I saw The Exorcist. Not to put the shits up me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I was 9 when I watched Clockwork Orange as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
So technically, you should be a serial killer then, if you're out by what the video nasty people said.
They're a bunch of fucking brain dead twits anyway. So.
How do we know? How do we know he's not? How do we know he's not a serial killer?
That's a fucking very good point, actually. Sitting there all innocent with your fucking Batman t-shirt on, you cunt.
When I go missing on a Saturday night. Yeah.
Keep my eye on you, you bastard.
Yeah. Some pretty fucked up films I saw when I was a kid, but yeah.
Awesome choice, Andy. Really good stuff there. And what about yourself, Carlos?
What was the full question again, Scotty?
What horror movie impacted you the most as a child and why?
Oh, definitely The Omen. I watched that a little bit underaged. I always prefer The Omen to The Exorcist for me. Even though they are fairly similar movies. The child actor who played Damien Thorne creeped the shit out of me. He really did. He had that evil look. Not just him, the nanny, also the music as well. And if you remember the scene where the cross falls off the church, I can remember a couple of weeks after feeling very uneasy walking past one of the churches down our town, the local high street. We've got like a big church with a cross at the top, and I'll be looking above the top, sort of crossing the other side of the road. So after watching that movie, I was on edge for a couple of weeks. That one really shocked and disturbed me easily. I mean, I was probably about 11 when I watched that movie, and it still creeps me out. Not as much, but it's still the creepy movie for me, The Omen.
Carlos, just out of curiosity, when you watch the Omen, you said the child scares you and all that. Do you not feel a little bit conflicted at the end of it when the father was dragging him down? Dragging him down through the church. I find it so heartbreaking to look at that scene.
Yeah, you do for a bit, but then you've got to remember, what he could be.
Yeah.
I didn't rate my hand. I'm going, kill the little cunt. I was gutted when he got away. I must admit that's one of my favourite scenes in the film. That church bit.
Yeah.
When it falls off the spear thing, I mean, I love that bit.
I agree, definitely.
I was more gutted about that priest, to be honest. I thought he was so canny.
I actually thought one of the scariest scenes in that movie I thought was when your man showed the picture. He said he took a picture of himself and the big kind of the hair going across it. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me, that scene.
It's a scary scene, that, to be fair. I do agree with that. 100%. But awesome choice there, Carlos. Really good stuff there, mate. I love The Omen as well. Great film. And what about yourself, Keith?
For me, I don't know why I always go to the same movie. Roberto Bava's Demons.
Oh, nice.
That movie scared me so badly as a child that I'm still somewhat infected by it every time I watch the movie today. It's one of those things. Every time I watch it, I just do not want to be in their scenario. That thing of being stuck in a cinema, every door is blocked. You can't get out, and that scene. You know that infamous scene where it shows the lot of them coming up the stair or coming down the hallway, and their eyes are lit up. Scared the shit out of me when I was younger. And yeah, I don't know what it is about that movie. It just gives me the scare. It just leaves me uncomfortable every time I watch it. See, the thing is, Andy and Scott picked out Dawn of the Dead, but every time I watch Dawn of the Dead, I think their scenario looks like fucking fun.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to be trapped in a shopping centre that's so bloody fucking big? You know, it looks like a great bit of fun.
That's a very good
It's
point,
quite
to be
fun,
fair. I
isn't
do
it,
agree
when you
with
think
that.
about it?
Awesome choice there, Keith. Really
Cheers,
good film.
thanks, Scott.
Demons. No worries. And we got Mike saying, who do you guys think will be the next director to make a horror masterpiece?
Oh,
I'm not too sure, to be honest. James Wan, maybe he's done quite a few good horror films in the past, so maybe he could do the next big one.
I'd say his next movie is Aquaman, so he's not going to be doing a horror movie anytime soon.
Nah, I forgot he was doing that, to be fair. Yeah. What about yourself, Nigel?
I think it either who did the Conjuring?
James Wan.
That was
James Wan.
James Wan, I think, yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, it could be him. I would love to see. I think he's probably too old now. Though I would love to have seen Scorsese do like a proper horror film, just to see how he would interpret one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have to probably say either James Wan or maybe he's the fella who was doing the Terrifier films. Because for me, it looks like Art the Clown's going to be the next sort of big serial killer. He's going to be up there with Freddy and Jason and Michael, I think.
Yeah.
So it could be him. I mean, the arguably they're getting better. I don't know. I like them both the same, but a lot of people seem to like two the best. But I like them both.
I do like both films quite a lot, to be fair. I think I do.
But I'm sure I read that the third one is supposed to be fucking horrific.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that one.
I've heard it's set at Christmas, the third one.
It's set at Christmas.
Oh, really?
I heard it's going to be set at Christmas.
Oh,
yeah. Potentially.
Black Christmas with art.
Yeah.
Indeed, definitely. But yeah, awesome answer there, Nigel. And what about yourself, Andy? No worries.
Yeah, mine is. I don't think he's done a horror, but every time he makes a film, it's visually stunning, and it's just absolutely amazing. I think he would. I think if he did do a horror, it would be creepy as fuck. And I'd have to go with Denis Villeneuve.
Oh, good
if
choice.
If he did a horror film, my God, I think it would be epic.
What's he done? I've never heard of him.
He's done like Sicario, Arrival, Prisoners, a few sci-fi films, Dune, Blade Runner. Yeah.
Oh. I was going to say I haven't heard none of them until he said them last two.
But that's why I want him to do a horror film, because he's so good at what he does. And if he did do a horror film, I think it would be absolutely amazing.
I agree. I think that'd be really good, to be fair. Great choice there, Andy. Really good pick there, my friend.
Cheers.
And what about yourself, Carlos?
Next director to do a decent horror movie. The trouble is, I think there's too many reboots and remakes classics. So we need some fresh ideas. I mean, obviously the guy who's directing the Terrifier movie. I mean, I like the idea of Terrifier, Art the Clown. I just hope with that franchise they're not gonna knock too many movies out year after year, kind of space them out so they are good quality horror movies, because that's what they tend to do with all the horror movies. Once they got like a new character or a box office success, they just kind of roll them out on the sort of on the conveyor belt.
Bleed it dry.
Yeah, they just go down the well too often. I mean, American directors, I'm not really optimistic. I've got to be honest. I mean, you've only got to look at the last load of the Halloween movies and obviously the new Exorcist movie. But I think if we're going to get a new sort of blockbuster horror movie, or the next sort of trilogy of good horror movies, I think it's probably going to come from Korea. A lot of those Asian directors, they seem to come out with fresh ideas, and they sort of quite sickening ideas. They seem to go beyond a step or two. They're willing to take chances in storylines, something different, where in Hollywood they seem to be stuck in a rut for horror movies, and sort of for ideas, I think we're running up short a little bit. Sorry to say.
I agree 100%. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's a shame because horror's great, and yeah, I do think we need some more fresh ideas. 100% agree with that, Carlos. Awesome answer. And what about yourself, Keith?
There's a few that come to my mind. One director in particular, Scott Derrickson. I cannot wait to see what his next project is. He done the likes of, he done Black Phone, he done Sinister. I think he done The Exorcism of Emily Rose as well. You know, he's a good horror director. Mike Flanagan, another fantastic horror director. He was meant to be involved in that new Salem's Lot movie as well, but I don't know what's happened with that. Leah Whannell, you know, come on, like where the hell is Leah Whannell? You know, he done that Invisible Man. The Invisible Man movie was absolutely fucking phenomenal. So I can imagine his next project is going to be quite special as well. And to be honest, Jay, I would love to see, and I'm hoping it's going to be another Evil Dead movie. But the fella that directed Evil Dead Rise, that Irish director, after seeing Evil Dead Rise, I was so unbelievably impressed by it. And somebody, I can't remember who, someone told me he directed a movie before Evil Dead Rise, and apparently it's supposed to be quite brilliant as well. Now, I didn't get around to checking it out. So, yeah, there's a few directors out there, some potentially masters of horrors out there, but that's just a wait and see.
Yeah, definitely. Also,
Or it could be Stuart Spark.
Or it could be,
I would love to see him explode to the big time. I really would.
I have to admit, your man came out, and fair play to him for coming out and saying this. Quentin Tarantino actually did come out in an interview, and he said he actually doesn't have the skill as a director to make a horror movie. He actually came out straight away, and he said that, yeah. He said the hardest thing in the world is to scare an audience, and he said, and I don't have the skill to do it. And that's so fair play to him for actually coming out and saying that.
Yeah,
Chicky's just being modest, because I reckon he could have a good go at it.
I don't think he could.
Don't you?
I don't think so. I think it would be, I don't know, it'll almost feel like an Eli Roth movie. It'll be just overkill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's
yeah.
I agree. But yeah, awesome choices there, Keith. Really good picks there. Have we got Matt Chats here? Hello, mate.
Hey, man.
It's Friday. All good, I hope. Yeah, doing good, mate. He also says, lads, any of you where there's a video nasty exhibition at Northumbria University in Newcastle? If I was not too far off, I'd be all over that. I did not know this was happening, to be honest.
No, when's this?
Don't know, but that sounds awesome. To be fair, I'm going to have a look at that afterwards. To be fair, have a look at all the...
I'm fucking going to that.
Yeah, definitely. That would be insane. But
wow.
Did you know about this?
Oh, me? I didn't. If you're watching Sammy G,
Oh,
Get your
that'd be
detective out
good.
there and get finding out. Oh,
Yeah.
man. John would go. I think John would be all over that as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. Oh wow, if we meet up at exhibition Video Nasty, that would be absolutely incredible. That would be. What about yourself, Carlos?
Oh, there we go. It's too late. I've done a screenshot, so I don't forget about it.
Oh right.
Was this a Video Nasties exhibition? Where's this in London? Did you say?
Newcastle.
Northumbria, like up past Newcastle way. Oh, it is Newcastle Northumbria University.
Too
Sorry,
far for me.
Ah.
Oh, that's a bit too far for me. Sorry to say.
it's Northern Scum.
No
Southern
worries,
softies
Carlos.
don't go that far.
What about yourself, Keith?
Huh? Sorry. Sorry. I'm texting somebody there as you were asking me.
Oh,
Sorry.
no worries.
Sorry.
What? Sorry?
I'm sitting here and I'm very thirsty and I'm just texting my fiance to bring me a drink down.
No worries.
I honestly never heard of it now, if I'm completely honest. Can I just say one thing, Scott? Just David there, Mac Chats. David, I think I did message you, but I got your package that you sent me. I have done a video on it, and it'll be probably out in the next week or two. But a huge thanks for that parcel, my friend. It absolutely blew the socks off me.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, he done something very nice. He actually done it because of one of the streams we had together. I mentioned, I remember I mentioned the movie that I always wanted to rent when I was younger, a movie called The Kindred.
Oh, right, yeah.
I've heard of that, but I've not seen it.
He actually talked. He was actually watching the stream when I mentioned that, and he actually sent me the movie. It was actually incredibly kind of him. It was really nice of him. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. That's great. I'm looking forward to watching that.
I just like to
And we've got Gary from Sinjin saying, is anyone going to see Five Nights at Freddy's? I probably won't be watching it at cinema, but it's not a film that I'd watch it at cinema. But when it comes out on streaming or physical media, I will probably give it a go, to be fair, just to see what it's like. What about yourself, Nigel?
I'm not going to bother going to the cinema, but I'll see if I can sort of see it streaming, and if I like it enough, I'll buy it.
Yeah, could definitely understand that 100%. Awesome stuff, Nigel. What about yourself, Andy?
Kind of in two minds about it, if I'm honest. I'm not too sure yet.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Could definitely understand that, Andy. No worries, mate. And what about yourself, Carlos?
I've seen the trailer of it. That's actually caught my eye, that one. Actually, my nephews told me about it because they said it was some sort of a game. Originally. So they actually showed me the trailer, and I sort of like the concept behind that. So yeah, if there's going to be a horror movie or some sort that I might watch at the cinema, that over Halloween, that could be it. I'm certainly curious
stuff,
about
Carlos. That one. Yeah, it does look quite interesting, to be fair. Hopefully it'll be decent.
Killer Teddy's, isn't it, or something?
I think so,
well,
yeah.
It's
some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something completely wacky that I probably wouldn't normally sort of watch, but why not?
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree with that. Awesome stuff, Carlos. What about yourself, Keith?
If you asked me 3 weeks ago, I would have said no. But we've been enjoying the cinema this month. We have been. We went to see the Saw X. I was so unbelievably surprised by that movie. I watched The Nun 2 as well in the cinema. I was massively impressed by that as well. Took me by surprise. Exorcist, yes, wasn't, the movie that I was hoping it would be, but I still don't think it's as bad as what people were making it out to be. And then, I've seen the trailers to that now for the last month, and I think we're going to go and see it. I think we're going to take a gamble on it. It won't be. It'll probably be not next week, the following week after. But I think there's something about it. It's a bit different. I kind of like the setting of it. It could be a nice little Halloween movie.
Yeah, maybe. It might be a good one, to be fair. It might be one of the biggest horror surprises of the year. You never know.
Well, in all fairness, they're tipping it to open at like 50 million weekend opener in America this weekend. So
Wow.
that's massive, massive.
That
Like
is
that's bigger than The Exorcist.
That's fucking not to be
wow.
snubbed, is it?
Mm. So yeah, I'm interested.
awesome stuff, Keith. And we've got Slipknot fan here. Hello, mate. He says, hello. Question,
man, how
who
you?
is your favourite Bond girl?
Oh.
Oh, I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Oh.
The one in Golden
Favourite
Eye's
Bond
quite
girl?
good, to be fair. Do like the main one in Golden Eye. She's really good. Not Nigel, you're not a fan of James Bond, are you? If I remember correctly.
I can't really think of any.
No worries, Nigel. What about yourself, Andy?
Yeah, I kind of like Jane Seymour, Solitaire, and Live and Let Die.
That's a good one.
Tanya Roberts, and A View to a Kill.
Another good one.
Yeah, the two girls from the Dalton movies. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say they're mine.
Awesome stuff, Andy. Some great choices there, my friend. And
Cheers,
what about yourself, Carlos?
I'd go with Eva Green from Casino Royale. I'd also say Jane Seymour's another good one, and also the original Ursula Andress from Doctor No. But I mean, there's been many. I mean, you could probably easily do a top 10 on favourite Bond girls. I mean, because they've had plenty of beauties in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, 100% agree with that. Awesome stuff, Carlos. Good choices there. What about yourself, Keith?
I actually don't know the actress's name, but she is by far my favorite Bond girl. It's your one from For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name though. Enough, but I remember having a crush. I remember having a crush on her every time. Even now when I watch the movie, it's like, wow, an absolute bombshell she is, and she always stuck with me.
Good choice there, Keith. Really good stuff there.
Some right Y-front busters there, chaps.
Y-fronts.
Who wears them?
Hey, they're a timeless classic.
We've got Dan saying Five Nights at Freddy's looks virtually the same as Willy's Wonderland, or Willy's Wonderland looks same as Five Nights at Freddy's as the game's been out longest. Yeah, I could see that reference, to be fair. I haven't seen Willy's Wonderland either, to be honest, but I heard it was quite fun. You seen that one before, Nigel?
I've never even heard of it. Is that a horror as well?
Nicolas Cage.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
I've heard of that one.
Penis of Wonderland.
Yeah.
Is it worth a watch?
Sorry?
Is it worth a watch?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, thank you. You've been helpful.
I just knew Nicolas Cage starring, and that's it.
I thought he said, "Is that where they watch?"
Fuck knows, I haven't seen it.
So did I.
I thought he said, "Is that where they watch?" It's like, what? Watch what?
I thought he said that.
Is it worth a watch?
No.
Is it where they watch?
Is it where they watch? Like it's some dirty, fucked up porn.
Is that the sequel to Penis's Wonderland, Where They Watch?
Have you seen it before, Andy?
Yeah, I must admit I was not a fan of it. I didn't enjoy it. Sorry. Yeah.
No worries, Andy. What about yourself, Carlos?
No, it's not one that I've seen. I mean, I tend to pick and choose a lot of Nicolas Cage movies, and that's probably one that I didn't fancy watching, I'm afraid. So, one I've missed out, gladly so.
No worries, Carlos. Can understand that, mate.
Sounds like a little village in American Welcome, doesn't that, doesn't it? Welcome to the village of Where They Watch.
And we've got Dan saying Vesper Lynn, sorry, is my favourite Bond girl. Can't remember which one that is, to be fair, off the top of my head.
I can't off the
I know,
top of my head.
Sister Vera.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, it's the best I could do. Fuck off.
We got Slipknot fan saying, question, have you guys seen The Constant Gardener starring Ralph Fiennes and Rachel Weisz? In my opinion, it's the worst movie I've ever seen. Oh, wow. Took me 5 days to watch it in 25-minute increment. Wow.
You know.
you weren't a fan of the film.
That sounds a belter, doesn't it?
I actually quite liked it, to be fair. I thought it was decent. I didn't think it was great. It was definitely boring in parts, but it was a well-made film. I quite enjoyed it. What about yourself, Nigel?
No, not seen it.
No worries. Andy?
Yeah, I'm kind of like you, Scott, over it. I thought it was fine, but didn't blow me away. But it's been ages since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, to be fair. But great stuff there, Andy. What about yourself, Carlos?
That's not one I haven't seen, but I mean, Ralph Fiennes is a fine actor, so I mean, after that feedback, definitely will avoid that one.
Yeah, it's not the best of positive feedback, is it, to be fair? But no worries, Carlos. What about yourself, Keith?
I've never seen it, but I have to give Slipknot credit when credit's due. 5 days. That's persistent if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
It is.
Normally, if I watch 25 minutes of a movie and I knock it off, chances are I'll never go back to it. So fair play to you for actually going back 5 times to finish it off.
Watch it like a mini series.
Fair play.
I agree. 100%. And we've got Jalapeno J here. Hello, mate. Saying, Scott, I would do request Ebenezer good. Oh, wow. Not good. Easy good. He's Ebenezer good.
I like the way he goes, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Easy good. Does the fucker.
Poor Scott, he crumbles under peer pressure.
He actually sounds like he's singing on the record. I think he's a cunt. He's a cunt. He's a cunt.
Oh, man. And we got Winslow here with a Winslow wave. Hello, Winslow. And we got Sinjin saying that new documentary where Enfield Poltergeist looks really good. They might plan on watching it. I didn't even know there was one, to be fair, but I would definitely watch that. Sounds really good, to be fair. What about yourself, Nigel?
Is that based on like what the Conjuring 2 was based on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm interested in that then. Yeah.
Awesome stuff, Nigel. What about yourself, Andy?
Yeah, kind of like you, Scott. I didn't know they were doing it. Might give it a go at some point.
Awesome stuff, Andy. What about yourself, Carlos?
I did hear about that one, and I did enjoy Conjuring 2. Not quite as good as the original. I mean, I only watched that one last year and didn't expect it to be.
I didn't hear all of that, but yeah.
Didn't expect it to be what exactly?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Well, there's no need to take offence and fuck off.
His screen's gone blank. He's having technical difficulties tonight. Oh, well, never mind. What about yourself, Keith? Will you be watching this documentary?
I didn't actually know there was a documentary out, but I trust everything Gary tells me, and rest assured I probably will check that out.
Awesome stuff, Keith. And we got Jalapeno J saying, thoughts on today's Arrow video announcements. UK getting shafted recently, may import the Conan set. I didn't really pay attention to much of the Arrow video announcements. I can't even remember what they were.
Don't tell me the fucking Conan releases are only an American release, are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a shame.
So what? So the UK is that Poxy Carry release? Wow.
I think there was another one next to Carrie. I wouldn't mind the Carrie one, but I wanted the Scream Factory one. But I look at all the extras you get. So which one I would go for. You can go direct though, Keith, and get it off
I
the
know, but
American
like
Amazon site.
you're spending more money than I'd want to, you know.
Yeah.
Scalpers are gonna charge more though.
It's not just delivery. It's customs as well, Nigel. It costs a lot. And there's two in the movie because I wanted to get both of them, you know. And
I think you can get them in a set together, can you?
oh, really?
You can get them individual, or I think there's a box with both in. I'm sure that's what I saw.
Oh, I'll have a look and see.
Yeah.
Like we're saying,
That's what it looked like on the images.
Like Jay is saying now that the UK are getting screwed over again. But all fairness, look what we've been getting from Arrow Video in the last couple of months. I think if anything, I think the States are the ones that are getting screwed over.
Oh, aye, and they let us know about it as well.
Yeah.
And the Exorcist as well, and that was Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Oh, fuck me, they were annoyed because all they got was that poxy slipcover.
Oh my God, never
Which isn't even the original artwork, and then they got that blue steelbook, which was a Best Buy only.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's weird that beautiful set it was like sort of UK only. I still can't believe it.
Oh my God! The minute I got it in my hands, I was like, "Oh, you bloody dancer!" I knew the minute I held it. The minute I didn't even have to look at it, I just held it, and I was like, "Oh, this feels good." And I'm bloody happy I picked it up in the end. Someone actually told me. Now it is funny. You can't help but laugh about it. But someone actually sent me a link to eBay, and there was a fella selling 5 of them, and his asking price was €600.
Bastards.
Oh.
What world is that fella living in? If he thinks that he's going to get €600 for that set, not a chance. Not a chance.
He's living in the world of greed, the fucking horrible bastard.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be allowed. Shouldn't be allowed.
No, it shouldn't.
No.
We always said it, doesn't it? It's always the fans that lose out. It's a shame.
Look at Delboy. He's got rejected. He got a message saying, "Sorry, we had to cancel your order." It's the fans of the film who really want it. They're getting turned down for bastards like that who are buying them in bulk.
They're going to start limiting the amount of copies you can pick up.
Yeah,
absolutely,
100%.
It's out of order that they probably buy one copy for themselves, and then by buying 3 or 4, they'll sell them crazy prices. It shouldn't be allowed.
Vinegar Syndrome do that. I think when they release theirs, it says limit 2 per customer.
Yeah.
Do you know what actually happened? It actually happened to me on my channel when I done the unboxing for the Fifth Element, the Everything Blue release, because I had to get that off a friend because mine got lost in the post. So a friend of mine gave it to me to unbox.
Wow.
And I explained it in the video. I explained that mine was lost in the post. I'm not going to be getting it now, and this, that, and the other. Some cheeky bastard came onto my comment section and said, I have 5 of them. Would you be interested in buying one? And I told him to go stick them all up his fucking arse if you can get them up there.
Yeah.
After the fucking cheek of them to come onto my fucking channel.
Cheeky bastards. Oh man, that's just low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow.
I mean, I'd like to see any sort of label worldwide, if they've got an edition, limited edition, no more than 2 copies, because like I say, everyone's missing out. If you're buying 5 a copy, the real fans are missing out.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
I know there's no way of stopping them, but the thing is, make it hard for them. Make it harder.
Yeah.
And then maybe they might not even try. That's somehow maybe if it's going to the same house or something like that, absolutely no, it's do something to make it that little bit harder. But again, at the end of the day, these studios don't give a shit. Arrow Video don't give a shit. They're selling them. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be allowed. People doing that. It's so annoying as well. It really, really is. It's just bad in every single way.
It's exactly the same as like when you go to concerts. Not so much now, but when you used to get the ticket touts. That's why they made all their tickets. Like I think digital, and you've got to have so many security checks.
Mm.
Something's got to be done because this is getting beyond the joke.
Yeah.
It is.
Now you hear that, Andy?
5 copies of that.
You hear that, Andy? Now cut the scalping shit out. We know what you're at.
Oh, sorry, guys, you caught me.
You see that wall behind Andy?
He's got 5 exorcists below his fucking Batman.
That's the wall behind Andy. That's all the Exorcist editions behind them.
Yes. I told you guys that in confidence. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
You think he's got a square lumpy chest? He hasn't. It's all fucking exorcist fucking jumper.
No. The only version I could get my hands on was the fucking Steelbook.
I know.
I know. I actually want that Steelbook, Andy. I like that Steelbook.
It is nice, but I think I might pull the trigger on that box set with that artwork on the not the Bible one, the other one.
Yeah,
because I love those Warner Brothers sets, and the two I'm missing are The Exorcist and The Shining, and I'm just waiting to find them at the right price to pull the trigger on. They're the two I really want.
I'm a bit like you, Andy, as well, because I'm now in a weird kind of way, like I'm just like yourself. I fucking love them Warner Brothers sets, but correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't there the Mad Max movies? Did they not come out in them box sets as well?
I think they're like Cine editions.
Cine editions, HMV.
Yeah.
Right, and it's similar though. They look very similar.
They're kind of like the same size as the Vacation one. They're a bit smaller.
So it's a little smaller.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not after every single one. It's just The Exorcist and The Shining are the two I want.
Absolutely.
With the ones I've already got. Because they're amazing sets.
I'm just as soon as you mentioned, I'm just looking to my right here. I'm just looking at it all together. It just looks. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it is special. But I just wish they had done the Mask of the Phantasm one in a hard, rigid box instead of a flimsy box.
Which one is that?
Mask of the Phantasm.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, it was HMV exclusive, I think.
Okay.
They did do it. It came in a steelbook, but it was the box it came in was flimsy card.
Okay.
And it matches up with the Burton Schumacher ones perfectly. It's just
actually
a bit thin.
Speaking of them box sets, wait till you see my next video that's out. I bought a deluxe edition of Hannibal. Did you see that one yet? It looks fucking. Oh my god, it looks amazing.
Wow.
It does. Absolutely amazing release. I think it was only like limited to 1,500 copies. Thank God I was able to get one. But Universal are doing a great job at the moment as well. They're bringing out some very nice sets as well.
Yeah,
I agree, 100%. Definitely.
I need to get the Howling Studio Canal one as well. That's one of my.
That's
that would be nice.
Yeah, that was a nice set.
Yeah, because those Studio Canal ones are gorgeous. The Wicker Man one they've just released.
I fucking love that, but my god, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my Studio Canal ones, and I know they brought out that Wicker Man now, but Jesus, prior to that Wicker Man release, they went very quiet, didn't they? Because I think my last pickup from them was the Highlander, and that was a while ago.
I think before that it was the Outsiders. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Big gaps between them.
Wow, that was a tiny while back as well.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm okay with that. If there's big gaps, it just means that they're putting the extra bit of work into them. So
yeah, I couldn't afford four of them a month. Jesus Christ!
But do you guys sort of feel that when it comes to like the end of the year, collector's editions just seem to come out thick and fast?
Yeah.
In the summer, we seem to have like a kind of a hollow couple of months, but leading up to Christmas, all the bigger hitters, all the Arrow, Second Sight, all these bigger, sort of special editions seem to be coming out, and an expensive time of the year for any movie fan, and it's hard to say no to some of these big editions coming out.
Definitely.
I've kind of I've almost given up now on Second Sight, believe it or not. I don't get me wrong, I fucking love their editions, but the problem with me with Second Sight is I've spoken about this before. If you go onto Amazon UK naturally, you can pick up all these releases from Second Sight. But over here in Ireland, even though we're using Amazon UK, Second Sight's releases don't appear on the website. We can't buy them.
Oh, okay.
So the only way to buy them is directly from Second Sight, and you have like every time it's almost like a €20 delivery charge on each item.
Shit.
You know, so it's
That's a bit
very
shit.
expensive. Yeah, I used to rely on John. Funny enough, John used to always get my Second Sight releases, and I missed out on Martin. And when I missed out on Martin, I kind of just gave up. I was kind of like, I haven't actually gotten a release since Martin. Since Martin came out, I never picked up any other release.
Did you manage to get Martin in the end?
No.
I don't think that's sold out either, has it?
I'm not kidding you. Here's a good one for you as well with Martin. I went on to Second Sight's website, and all of a sudden, Martin was there. And as soon as I put it into my basket, the movie actually disappeared off their website. I couldn't find it. I still can't find it. It's not sold out. It's not sold out. I guarantee you now, if you all go on to Second Sight right now, you will see Martin there. But if I go onto it over here, it is gone. Okay. It's not on their website.
Yeah.
It's it's so strange. So fucking strange. The Exorcist Believer, that box set, the deluxe box set that you pre-ordered, Nigel.
Yeah.
Same thing is happening with that. You can actually get it on Amazon UK, but over here in Ireland, it's actually down as sold out.
Oh.
That's fucking shocking, that.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It's very frustrating.
Get the old VPN on and try and get a way around it.
Ridiculous.
Well, Keith, if you're struggling, give us a shout.
No, Carlos, I appreciate that. It's just, you know what? I fucking hate putting anyone out. But I really do. I love these editions. I really do. But the extra expense and not only that, but then you have to factor in customs charges as well. It's all, you know, these editions are not cheap from Second Sight. They're like, you're talking around about £40-45. Yeah. And then if I try to get them, then you add on a £20 delivery charge on there, and then probably another €13 customs charge. It just doesn't. It's not worth doing in the end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you get hit with customs every single time, Keith?
If I buy from any everything bar Amazon and Zavi, funny enough, when Zavi wore shipping to Ireland, if I order from them websites, everything is fine. But I think if I order directly from Arrow Video or Second Sight, there will be customs charges, unless they found a way to get around it.
Yeah.
What about HMV?
They won't ship you.
Oh, they don't fucking ship to them.
Yeah.
You some bastards, man.
Yeah. And so you can imagine how frustrated we were that HMV reopened over here. We were all delighted. We were like, oh, brilliant, HMV are reopening. They're not selling physical media.
Oh,
you cannot
what is the point?
You can't buy a single Blu-ray, not even a DVD, in HMV over here.
So what are they selling in
vinyl?
HMV?
Vinyl.
Just vinyl.
Vinyl and
shitty bags and toys.
Yeah, Funko Pops, all that kind of stuff.
And very expensive American sweets.
Yeah. So it's hard. It's hard being a collector in Ireland. I somehow make it work, though.
I honestly, mate, I didn't realise it was that bad until you said.
Yeah, it's not good. Wow.
Well, it's there, Keith. You know, if you're after any special edition.
Oh, honestly, Carlos, I really appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
I've said the same. I mean, like I said, you had pre-ordered Silent Night, but then you managed to get one, didn't you?
I told you.
Violent Night, even silent.
Yeah. I kept saying to you that I would find one. I'm fucking so persistent when it comes to Amazon. When these things, I don't know why, but when they come unavailable, I always stick with them, and they always seem to come available for around 3 or 4 days, and I'm always there to kind of pounce on it when it does.
If you ever struck, honestly, just give one of us a shout.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Don't feel like you're putting on. Fuck me. No. I actually do feel really bad for you that you can't get them.
Yeah,
I don't mind helping you out.
You know, in a weird kind of way, Nigel, it's almost like a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's just as well that I can't buy from HMV and all that, because you see some of the exclusive steelbooks they get and all that, and maybe there's just a bit too much temptation there. So, in a weird, I always find the positives out of a bad situation.
If something does come out that you really want, though, and it's like, no, I do need this.
You should be getting a fucking call. Don't worry about that.
There you go.
I mean,
Don't be feeling fucking shy. Just give us one of us a shout.
I mean, Keith, I mean, what makes this community really good? I mean, I get a lot of trade packages from guys in the US. A lot of the American editions, like Kino Lorber, Screen Factory, they don't send out. I mean, you can get them on eBay UK or WoW HD, but you're always paying a little bit more. So I always have a couple of American contacts, and I've got one Australian contact from Imprint.
Wow.
So there's always guys in the community that are sort of willing to sort of help you out. I mean, that's what makes the community really good. You know, making friends worldwide.
I honestly can't agree with you more, Carlos. I really can't. I have them friends. I do. It's the only thing is it's almost like my confidence was almost a little shook by one incident that happened with me. It was one of my American friends. I actually ordered €200 worth of stuff, and he actually insured the package and everything for something like $220. And the parcel got lost. It actually got into the country. It was rejected, sent back, and he never got it back. And I asked him to, at least reclaim the insurance so I can get it. And he just didn't want to. He just didn't want to reclaim the insurance. So I ended up losing. I lost €200.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's why England I'm fine with. England I absolutely no problems with at all asking any of you. America, I am a little bit kind of, I have my friends that I trust, but my confidence was shook a bit with that one.
Why was it rejected, though?
Oh, fucking customs.
Yeah, why did they reject it?
Oh, there was I think it was called a tariff code or something he didn't fill in. So I had to go right back.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You want to hear something? Do you want to hear something that's really terrible? It actually got to Dublin. Now, Dublin is an hour from me. And so it was rejected, right? So I had to travel from Dublin to Portlaoise. Now, to get to Portlaoise, you have to drive through where I live. So that van, actually, with my parcel, drove basically past my house.
Oh, fuck me.
And
how's that for fucking rubbing salt into the wounds?
And the one thing about that story is the package that I lost out on, it's one of the additions in it I was genuinely excited for was They Live, John Carpenter's They Live. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but there's a company in America called Sacred Bones Records. Yeah. And they bring it
I've got Halloween 1, 2, and 3.
You got to have,
With the 7-inch, the black boxes,
That's the one. So I had They Live in there. And since the day I lost that parcel, I can't get They Live. I can't get it. I can't find it.
Oh, shit.
So I have every Sacred Bones edition bar They Live, and I cannot get it.
Oh, man.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a sickener.
Yeah.
That's not good. No.
Yeah.
Beautiful sets, them as well, aren't they?
I'm actually just looking at them right now. It's just... I love looking at them, but every time I look at them, I'm always seeing They Live not there.
Yeah.
I'm like, it just feels incomplete.
Yeah.
I
can get it.
Yeah, that's tough.
I've watched the 4K, but I've never played the records yet.
If I can turn it around there and show you. But do you see the bust of Sonny there? You see the black versions beside it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
You see them there now?
Yeah.
That's them there.
The right in the middle, just to the left.
Yeah, that's them.
Like a black box, like a black block, and you can see like the silver writing going down. That's the
ones. That's the ones. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, what a bastard, eh?
Yeah.
Great film.
Look, it happens.
It does, yeah. We got Gary saying sad news about Richard Roundtree. He was great in Shaft. Yeah, that was a really
Oh,
upsetting
wow, I
death.
didn't even
Oh,
know
he's
about
passed
that one.
away. Oh, shit.
Yeah, really, really sad news, that one.
Jesus.
I still need to see Shaft, actually, but I've heard it's actually
So
a
do
really
I.
great film, to be fair.
There's three. I think there's three of them, isn't
Yeah,
there?
3 of them. Yeah, I think the last one was in Africa. I think.
Yeah, I found that a bit weird.
Mm.
I still want to see him though.
I thought the remake with Samuel Jackson was quite brilliant as well.
I've not seen that either. But
Oh,
No, I haven't.
Samuel L. Jackson, he's fucking amazing, isn't he?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
incredible.
He's great.
He could sit and take a shit, we'd all applaud and get excited.
Have we got Mike saying name a beloved classic you haven't seen? Oh, great question there, Mike. Trying to think of a really old film. I haven't seen Gone with the Wind, and that's going to be really popular, so I'll probably go with that one, to be fair. Still need to get around to that. What about yourself, Nigel?
I'm going to say 2 because I don't know how he means classic. If he means old, I'll say Citizen Kane. But if it means like sort of 80s and that, Aliens,
Oh, right. Yeah.
I never will.
Really? Wow.
No, the first one was bad enough. I just did not like it.
Oh, okay.
If it's any consolation, Nige, Aliens is a very, very different movie to Alien.
It is.
Everybody
There's a
said to me,
reaction.
"Oh, it's better." I was like, "Yeah, we go."
There's a reason why James Cameron put the tagline on "This time it's war," because he wanted everyone to know that this was going to be an all-out kind of action movie.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
more of an action movie than a sci-fi
Yeah.
film, but
Yeah.
it does have that alien
Yeah.
stuff in it, but it's the action that's at the forefront.
Yes.
The characters
100%.
are like awesome in that film.
It goes by so quickly as well. Like, it's so much action going on in it. It just absolutely flies by from start to finish for me.
I think you would enjoy it, Nige. I think you would enjoy it because it's kind of like the Predator in space for me.
Yeah, that's a great shout out, Carlos. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
I must admit, I did enjoy Predator, and I wasn't expecting to.
Predator's great, to be fair. I really love Predator. It's one of my favourite action films, that one. Awesome choice there, Nigel. What about yourself, Andy?
I'm going to have to say anything with Laurel and Hardy. I've never seen a full through film with those two in it. The only thing I've seen is the John C. Reilly, Steve Coogan movie. That's the only thing I've seen where they've played. But I've never seen anything with them two in it.
There's
I haven't either.
Plenty of their movies on YouTube, Andy.
Yeah.
A lot of their sort of their shorts, their 20-minute shorts. They did have that great big DVD box set of 20 discs.
Yeah.
Which I think you can pick up for about £40. I mean, I love Laurel and Hardy. I mean, childhood memories of watching them. I mean, they're comedy movies I could watch over and over again because they just they are brilliant. Yeah, I mean, give them a go on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, if that sort of slapstick, old-fashioned humour is to your liking, then you know there is a few Blu-ray releases out, but not a lot. They haven't released a total set of their movies on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I will check them out at some point. But yeah, as of right now, I've just never seen them. They've definitely always been in like the the cultural zeitgeist. Like growing up, Laurel and Hardy have always been there. I've always known who they are, but just never ever seen a full length film or anything with them in.
And Laurel's funny as fuck.
Yeah. I think Sons of the Desert and Way Out West will be my favourite.
Oh yeah, man. You only have to look at him, his facial expressions, and you just can fucking just burst out laughing before he even opens his mouth.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the stories, the best ones, I think, where they're either married, they're having a lot of trouble with their wives, or when they're kind of like sort of broke and down and out. So you just get those two stories in a lot of their movies. So great fun.
I need to watch him myself, to be fair. I do really want to watch it all on ID films, to be fair. I think I'd enjoy them.
Sons of the Desert is a cracker.
Mm. Awesome choice there, Andy. What about yourself, Carlos?
Lawrence of Arabia is a movie that I have got, but because I haven't seen it, it's because of the running time. It's like about 230 minutes, so
Yeah.
I keep putting it off,
That's-
putting it
I
off.
was going to say
putting it off.
230 days.
But like it's a real. I mean, David Lean, his movies are quite sort of long-winded, but that one I keep saying I need to watch that kind of like a long sort of afternoon when I'm going to get into sort of not interrupted, because I tend to fall asleep a lot in long-winded movies. So yeah, that one, Lawrence of Arabia.
Awesome choice there, Carlos. Great film, but yeah, it is a very long one, to be fair. Very, very long. What about yourself, Keith?
This might shock a lot of people. Any John Wayne movie.
I've not seen any either, to be fair.
I have never seen a single John Wayne movie in my life. I know which one I want to see if it's going to be my first. I would love to see The Quiet Man, because I've been told by my family it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a great watch. Then I was told the Green Berets is supposed to be fantastic as well. Again, I don't know. But yeah, any John Wayne movie. Magnificent Seven. Never seen that either.
Watch that as well, yeah.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
That's a good film. That
there's a few I've missed out on. A lot of westerns. They're good, the bad, and the ugly. Never seen it.
Oh, that's
wow.
A great film.
Yeah. There's a few out there.
I think, Keith, obviously the Quiet Man, because of the Irish storyline, I'll definitely recommend that one. But I think if you're going to watch one, there's going to be a 4K release of Rio Bravo.
John very
Wayne.
Good. Yeah, that's definitely another one that I have to check out.
Probably The Searchers, because
The Searchers is great. Yeah,
because the widescreen shots. Let's hope for a 4K edition of that, because it would look. It looks fantastic. Just a Blu-ray transfer, but if that gets a 4K release, that's just going to look beautiful, because it is a beautifully shot western. So there's a few there. Definitely give Rio Bravo a shot. I think it's coming out December here in the UK.
Okay.
It's already been released in the UK, in the US. So,
I think. Am I right in saying, Carlos, there was a steelbook release of that or something like that? Did I see something like that? Yeah.
I'm going to pre-order that one.
Okay. I'll definitely look into it.
Awesome stuff. That sounds really cool, to be fair. But I might get that Rio Bravo as well, to be fair, because I want to watch that film as well, definitely. And we got Jake Talks Movies, and hello, Jake, mate, good to see you here. And he says, "Evening, you beautiful motherfuckers."
Good evening, you handsome cunt. I forgot I started watching this as well. I got that addicted to it. I've watched 2 discs. I've been pissing myself watching this.
Oh, wow.
George and Mildred.
Oh God. Yeah. I didn't remember much about it, because I used to watch it when I was little with my dad. And I've just giggled my fucking ass off all afternoon. How can I forget about that? It's been amazing. I've got through 2 discs. I think it's a 6-disc set. Yeah. And I've watched the first 2 discs. It is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Another network release.
Yeah, it's a shame. Oh, brilliant series. One of my favourite comedies. I grew up watching that as a kid as well. Really enjoy it. I forgot to mention the 2 films that I watched recently as well earlier. Sorry about that, everyone. But I watched After Hours for the first time the other day. Oh, what a film that is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good one.
One of my favourite Scorsese films, that one. It's right up there with some of his best for me. Really enjoyed it.
So underrated.
Oh.
It took a while to get released on Blu-ray, though, didn't it? After Hours, because I had the bootleg for quite a while.
It did, yeah. It took a very long time, if I remember correctly, to get a release on Blu-ray, definitely.
Oh, I've got a bootleg of it. I'm watching it, but I'm going to...
How did you get your hands on that?
You see?
Oh, it was
Gary Harris set me up with it.
It was the star of Infinity Pool, wasn't it? Who sent you that?
Well, it might have something to do with it, yeah.
Yeah.
No names, no patrol.
But yeah, I watched Milena for the first time yesterday as well, and that was another really good film. I actually really enjoyed that one. Monica Bellucci was incredible in that film. Oh, really good film, Nigel. Really enjoyed it. You've seen it before, Andy, I think, as well,
Yeah,
haven't
I've seen
you?
it before, yeah.
You fan of
Really
it?
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Glad you enjoyed it. Yes, brilliant film. I thought it was great. And we've got Jeff for 101 Bronson here. Hello, Jeff, mate. Great to see you
Jeff.
there.
Oh, it just loves me, that little profile picture there.
Yeah, he's a massive fan of Death Wish films and Charles Bronson.
No shit.
Indeed.
Actually, I'm going to be watching a movie with him in it for the first time on 4K, and I'm fucking genuinely excited. I have it coming my way. The Great Escape.
Great movie.
Oh,
I've never thought
awesome movie.
Now,
Awesome
when
movie.
I say my first time on 4K, I have seen it on 4K. I have that Kino Laba release of it, but I don't care what anyone says, and I'll say this to the day I die. But any 4K movie that comes out that doesn't have HDR on it or Dolby Vision it's not 4K. So a German company brought out a media book of it on 4K, and this version has HDR Dolby Vision. So this is going to be interesting.
Oh, okay.
You can do a comparison.
Fucking right, I am. And I tell you one thing, because I done a video on that Great Escape that Kino Laba released, and everyone was. I heard these people, and I am like Great Escape is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
But I'm a realist. You know, I don't let my love for the movie kind of dictate what I'm seeing.
Right.
But I remember watching it. I remember watching it on 4K, and I was like, "No, this is disappointing. This is so disappointing." And I seen everyone coming out saying, "Oh, it doesn't need HDR. The movie doesn't need HDR. It's fine the way it is." And I was like, it's fine the way it is. HDR can only improve it. And I'll know now soon enough. I could be eating my words. You know, I could be. You know, I could get it now. I think I'm getting on the 1st of November, and I could turn around now and say it's a big load of shite. Now I don't know, but something's telling me I'm not going to be.
What company is that from?
If it's a big improvement, I'd be so smug. I'd say I was about to eat my words, but no, I was right. It's fantastic. So you can all go and eat fucking shit.
Yeah. Sorry, Carlos. Amazon Germany.
Okay.
I picked it up on.
Was it a media book? Is it? Did you say?
Yeah, it's a media book edition of it. It is.
You'd definitely be looking into that.
Yeah, check it out. Like I said, Dolby Vision, HDR. I think it gets a brand new audio on it as well, so it's going to be interesting.
I don't fucking like Kino Laba anyway.
You know what? I have 5 movies by them, and I don't hate their releases. I'm just not blown away by them. Not the way I do be with Scream Factory. Scream Factory. Every time I watch a Scream Factory release, I'm always like, wow. I'm just blown away by it.
Yeah, same here.
But Kino Laba, yeah, I'm just looking at the release. Actually, you know what? Tell you the truth, they did bring out Misery and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and both of them they looked absolutely amazing. They did, but
I wouldn't mind Misery. Actually, I like that.
Usual Suspects looked very poor. I thought I wasn't blown away by that at all. The Great Escape, I was underwhelmed by. So yeah, look, this will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Those 2 Death Wish Blu-rays, they're Kino, and both of them look far better than their 4K of Dress to Kill.
Wow, okay.
That's fucking awful. The shower scene at the beginning, you can't even see. And then you watch. I mean, I know it's like misty and stuff because they're in the shower. But when you watch the Blu-ray, you can see fucking everything. I was like, what the fuck? I felt like I was in the shower going, get me fucking way. It wasn't great.
I don't want to bring this up because I'm not trying to start anything with you, Nigel, but I'm not kidding you. Friday the 13th, I nearly put that up as one of the best transfers I've seen this year.
I need to watch it.
Me and Ellen were watching it. I remember we knocked it on. We were looking at each other and we're like, what the fuck is everyone complaining about here? I don't get it. It's. Do you know what that Blu-ray, that 4K done for me? It turned what was already a creepy little slasher movie and it elevated it. It just made it that little bit more creepier because it was so much darker. Now, I can understand why people like yourself, Nigel, were there saying, I think you turned around and you said, there's a bit in there where you can't see the roof or something like that. My only
It's
thing
just like
there
total blackness, yeah.
the only thing I would say about that is, because I said it to Ellen that night, and Ellen was like, what's he fucking doing looking at the roof for?
Because it's in the woods, in a cabin. I want to see the fucking cabin, so I feel like I'm in there. It felt like I was in front of a big black fucking. The worst bit was, where I'm not going to say what or who, because there is people who haven't seen it who are going to see it.
Yeah.
But there's a bit where you see a close up of her face saying, "Kill her, mummy."
Yeah.
Half of that face is just total blackness
But
on
again,
the one I've got.
Did you not think it just makes it look that more sinister looking?
No, it looked like she had half her fucking face cut off. I was like, "Where's the other half?" However, I don't agree with everybody when they say about the bit where she bends down to stroke the dog. I think that looks stunning.
Yeah, it was laughable. Like it is when you watch it. The people were talking about the lot of the film noise that you can see on it, and I actually got my watch out. I got my stopwatch, and I literally timed the scenes that the people were talking about because the noise was there. You could see it in the sky. You could see it in the terrain. I'm not kidding you. It added up to 2 minutes 30 seconds for a movie that was an hour and a half long. Like what it's
for saying I've done nothing but fucking whinge about it. I don't have a problem with the daylight scenes. I think they look really fucking good. It's just when it's dark, it's like it's like watching the fucking screen when I'm on with a little dot on. Oh, there's a bit of light.
I don't know what to tell you. I was just blown away a bit.
I mean, I did lose my rag and turn it off, so I do need to watch it all the way through just to see what I think.
Definitely, 100%, Nige. And we've got Sidgy saying, has anyone got any spooky stories that's happened to them and can't explain?
Wow.
Oh, not off the top of my head. There probably is something when I was younger, but my memory's absolute dog shit, so I couldn't remember them even if I tried. What about yourself, Nige?
I've got one.
Cool.
Before I tell you, I've just remembered I am actually going to see Friday the 13th at the cinema on Sunday.
Yay!
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
So that should be a true 4K representation of it, shouldn't it? On the big screen. So I'll let you know what that's like.
That'd be interesting.
This was, I think it was 1990 or 1991. My eldest daughter, who's now 33, she was less than a year old. She was literally months old, but she was toddling. So we had the baby monitors on, and she was just learning to fucking climb to get out the cot, little bastard. So we put her in bed, she was asleep. So I went downstairs, just sat watching the telly, and the baby monitor was on, heard her shuffling, heard her cough, and that was it. And watching the telly, and then we heard this rattle. I went, she's woke up. Rattle, climby, rattle. And then we heard thud on the fucking floor above us. And then I said, she jumped out. The fucking cot was running into our bedroom.
Oh, wow.
So I got up and I ran up the stairs and she was sound asleep in her cot.
Wow.
And I've never, ever been able to explain it.
That's strange.
Wow.
That's strange.
That is very strange.
Only a thin roof as well, the plasterboard, it this bang. And especially at the time, I was like, bollocks, load of shite. And I heard it, ran up the stairs, I went, she's fucking sound asleep. And it went very quiet for the rest of the night. We were like, fuck, what was all that about?
Wow.
Could never explain it to this day. Weird.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a very strange instant there, Nigel. Awesome answer there. What about yourself, Andy?
Yeah, I've had a few. Yeah. I've talked to. I think I've talked to some of you guys about it. Off stream but I'll talk about it now. It's not something I usually talk about or go on about, but I do get premonitions, whether you believe that or not, or whatever it is. I don't know. Sometimes it comes to me. I've had it happen a few times, and I've had it become to be true with a lot of things. There's times when I've been at work, and one time I was there at work one night, and something came to me, and it said someone's going to be in a car crash, and
Wow.
About 20 minutes later, where I was working, one of the sales managers rang the office, and he said, "I've been in an accident." And it wasn't fatal or anything like that. He was absolutely fine. So was the other person. But it was just 20 minutes beforehand. I was just thinking, someone's getting into an accident here. Not going to be fatal, but someone's going to be in an accident. And then I said, you know what? Okay. I said, I'll write it down if it happens again. And about a week later, something came to me. It happened again. And then 2 months later in December, one of the girls I used to work with, it was really icy outside. And well, no, it wasn't icy at all. It was a normal day, and she'd sprained her ankle on one of the steps, and it was out of the blue. And it got around the office that she's had to go home. She sprained her ankle. And then I pulled out the pad on the drawer, and I'd written down, someone will fall and hurt their leg outside, 2 months prior to that happening.
Holy fuck.
And
I don't suppose you got a premonition of me getting a Fifth Element edition by any chance?
But that's not the scariest thing that's happened.
What is?
I think I've told you about this, Nigel. It happened when I was about 5 or 6 years old.
That rings a bell, so yes, I think you have.
It scared the living shit out of my mum when this happened. And I lived with my mum and dad at the time, and we were moving house, and it was about the mid-90s, and we moved into this house, and we hadn't set everything up yet, so we were all sleeping in the same room, and it was the middle of the night, and my mum woke up, and she could hear me talking in my sleep, and I don't remember this, but she swears that I was saying things like, I was talking in my sleep saying, they're all dead. All the children are dead. They're not getting up. Can you help them? And I kept saying things like that in my sleep. The next morning, the Dunblane shooting had happened.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And it just petrified me, mum. She was like, how? I can't explain it. I personally don't remember it happening, but she swears it happened.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I can't explain it. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it happened. And yeah, I have no words to really sort of explain it, really. It's
a fascinating thing, I think, this subject, I do.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
But it does happen. It's not something I talk about all that much, but it does happen from time to time. Even if it's just something little and not important, it just happens. I can't explain it.
Wow. Okay.
No worries, Andy. Great choice there. What about you, Carlos?
I think the only spooky moment I've ever experienced actually turned into a funny situation, actually, because as teenagers, there was a hill, I'll say 10, 15-minute drive from where I lived, and it used to be always spoken about that a lot of the devil worshippers used to go on this hill. So a gang of us in a couple of cars, we drove up there thinking we're going to try and catch these devil worshippers at what they're doing or whatever. So we got there in our 3 cars, and as we kind of was looking into the woods, obviously a prank played by some of the older kids from the neighborhood. They were already there waiting for us.
Oh,
Obviously, they came out the trees, behind the trees in their torches, and kind of made chase. And it was a very similar scene to the ending of the Blair Witch Project, where they're running in the woods, which, watching the movie years later, I could always remember that scene of us in the woods looking for these devil worshippers. And these older kids were there waiting for us. And I remember trying to jump over the fence, and I didn't make the fence, and I come tumbling over.
oh.
Of course, I was like the butt of jokes, because a few of the lads, they sort of jumped over the fence. They leaped over, but I didn't sort of land successfully. But yeah, it was kind of like a very similar scene to the Blair Witch Project, because I remember watching that years later and relating to that moment. And it's kind of one of my top 5 horror movie scariest scenes, when they're running in the woods, where they don't know where they're going because they're hearing noises, twigs being stepped on, and what they think is something out there, but you can't see what it is and where you're running to. So it was fairly similar sort of thing, but it was just older kids. They just pranked us, and they had us there waiting.
Awesome stuff there, Carlos. Great story there, my friend. And what about yourself, Keith?
Yeah, one. When we were younger, when I was younger, there was a house in the estate that I lived in. There was a house on its own. Nothing else was beside it. And the owner of it actually was found dead in his car. He actually took a heart attack in his car. And it was one of those things that no one kind of claimed the house. It was just left. And it was there for years and years and years. And no one would ever go near it because of him taking a heart attack outside the house. Everyone was always petrified of it. So just one night, we were just nothing better to do, or us and me and my friends. And we said, come on, let's do it. Let's go in. And we went in, and the minute you walked in, you just felt like something was just something, I don't know, it felt like something was just looking at you, hovering over you. You just kind of got that weird feel. And we walked in anyway, and you could hear the usual, the kind of the creaks here, and the odd noise there. And but you think nothing of it. It's an old house, the house is probably just stretching. But there's one bit in it where it was. Now, bear in mind, now it was pitch dark. By the way, we went in. Of course, we couldn't do it during the fucking daytime. So it was pitch dark, and we went into the sitting room. Now everything was in bits. There was just fucking furniture thrown everywhere. Everything was just a pile of junk basically. But there was just one table in the sitting room, sitting right there in the middle of the floor. There was a typewriter on the table. There was one piece of paper in it, and it just said, "God couldn't help me." And the minute we read that, we legged it out. Now the thing is, you could easily turn around and say, "Look, someone obviously went into the house, put the piece of paper in, and just basically set it up that way for when people go in and see it." The only thing is, normally when someone would do that, they would admit to doing it in time, but no one ever admitted to it. And from that day, no one would ever go near the house again, and that it scared the shit out of me. But there was one other thing.
Fucking Martin house.
There was another one here. I thought this was brilliant, especially when we found out what it was. But there was the estate that I grew up in when I was younger. We were in my brother's bedroom, and we were looking out his window, and you could see all the housing estates, all the houses in front of us, and we could see just in the distance this round shape hovering above all the houses. And it was almost like it was invisible, but you could see it. You could just see this kind of little outline going around. And we were all up in the room and we were looking at it like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? So myself and my brother remember we just put our shoes on. We went out. We went down to where it was hovering around. And what it was it was every house that we seen, they all had aerials. And it was raining. And the moon was out. And basically what I was doing was it was just casting the rain. The rain was casting, the moonlight was casting the rain on the aerials. And it was just making this round looking effect. And it actually looked like a UFO. It did. But it was
Fucking hell.
absolutely... When we came back to my father and we realized exactly what it was, we couldn't believe it. But when you actually look out the window, you saw a UFO was just hovering above the houses. It was so fucking cool. It was. But, yeah, that was a good one. But there's always an explanation. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome stories there, Keith. Some really creepy stuff
Cheers.
there.
Thank you.
No worries. Got
Yeah,
said
great
what
question.
fans say. It was
Absolutely.
a very good question. I do agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant question. Said not fans say, what was the last film you blind watched? A film you had absolutely no knowledge of, other than knowing the title, or at most just seen the poster before watching. Mine was The Lighthouse, which was amazing. Awesome stuff there, mate. Really great question. Lost. I'm not too sure, to be fair.
Can I just quickly say mine, because I don't
Yeah.
really do that. But the one movie that sticks out the most for me that I ever done it on was actually Scream.
Oh,
Myself,
nice.
myself and my girlfriend we were downtown. I think we were down for a meal, and we were walking down the street. We walked past the cinema, and I just seen a poster of Scream. I had no idea what the movie was. I didn't even realize it was directed by Wes Craven. Knew nothing, absolutely nothing about it, and we just said, "Oh, look, the cover looks." And the cover didn't even look all that good. It was just this, the Scream poster. It's just the girl's face and Scream.
Yeah.
The white one,
Yeah.
and there's like a figure running on it. You think, who the hell's that?
Yeah. There's nothing to it. But we just said, "Oh, fuck it, we'll go in and watch it." And little did we know we were going to probably see one of the greatest slasher movies of all time. It definitely up there and all that. So yeah, that's my one.
Awesome stuff, Keith. Great choice there, my friend. What a film as well. I'm still struggling to think of one, to be fair, but Nigel, do you want to go next?
The last one I watched.
And that's why you don't blind buy.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Not really.
What about yourself, Andy?
Probably just the films that I talked about at the start.
Yeah.
They were all unknown to me. Got the DVDs of them, and an absolute ball, not knowing anything, just going in completely blind.
Awesome, great stuff. Just have a quick look at my letterbox now, see if I can find anything. But it's not really anything that jumps out, to be fair. Maybe Crossroads, but even I did know a little bit about that, though, to be fair, beforehand, because I think you mentioned that before, Nigel, when we had a quick video call. I think it was, and I did really like that film. Thought it was absolutely incredible.
Love that film.
It is amazing. One thing I didn't realise, though, it was directed by Walt Twill, so there is something I didn't know.
I didn't know until you told me. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just so sort of different for a change.
It is.
Yeah, it's a decent movie.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, it is incredible. What about yourself, Carlos?
I tend not to blind buy many movies, I've got to be honest. But a movie that I went in totally blind was Smile last year.
Oh wow!
It came out. I think it just came out just after Halloween Ends, and I was very disappointed with that movie. And I think that came out. I think I watched that movie a couple of weeks after. Just the cover kind of grabbed my attention, and I didn't know anything about it. I mean, during my teens as a movie fan, I tend to sort of, obviously the internet wasn't around when I was a teenager. It was all movie mags or sort of film 87 or 88 or whatever year it was with Barry Norman or Jonathan Ross. So any movie knowledge about a following movie that came out, we'd always read up about it. And as I've got older, especially with trailers nowadays, they tend to show too much, or people, so many reviews of. I tend not to read any reviews. I like going into a movie totally blind, even if it's a movie of a favorite actor or director. But Smile, I knew absolutely nothing about, and I found it to be a very, very creepy watch, and really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree.
Stuff, Carlos.
I know someone who wasn't smiling watching it.
Who's that? Oh, you didn't like it, Nigel?
I fucking hated it. It was shit. Got it for my birthday as well. Will you get me Smile for my birthday? 4K. I thought when you said you were really disappointed, I thought that's the film you're on about. I was going, yes, I do. But you obviously meant Halloween, and I loved it. But no, Smile, oh God, I couldn't bear it. That ending, I was like, oh, fuck off. Not this fucking weird shit again.
I love the old head turning scene.
Yeah.
Really.
Oof. I had that fucking scene single-handedly ruined by my brother in the cinema. He actually seen the movie. He went to see the movie in the cinema, and that scene that happened, he was sitting beside me, and your one basically got into her car, and the sister got out, came out of the house, and my brother just went to me, brace yourself. And then it happened. And I was like, why did you fucking say that? And that single-handed probably ruined what probably was the greatest scare in that movie.
Yeah, he's killed the moment.
Yeah. Brace yourself. I don't fucking need to now.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
But Bellend.
Yeah, absolutely.
But awesome choice there, Carlos. Really good stuff there. And we've got Mike saying, except from Nigel, though I'd love to know what inspired him to get the Jaws tattoo. Do you lads have any tattoos? If not, what movie tattoo would you get if you could? I don't have any tattoos. So not really my thing, to be honest. But if I was to get one, it'd probably be a Rocky tattoo, like maybe with a poster for Rocky 3 or something like that, just because I absolutely adore that series. Rocky's got to be probably my favourite fictional character of all time, so I'm going to go with that one. And Nigel, what inspired you to get the Jaws tattoo?
Because for me personally, it's the greatest cinema poster of all time. I loved that poster before I even seen the film. It was like, oh Jesus, look at that. I've always, and every time I see it, it's one of those things I never ever tire of seeing. Even now, if I look and I see it there, I can very pick it up and I'll just look at it for like a few minutes and just still admire it to this day. I just think it's absolutely amazing, just something about it. And I thought, right, tattoo, here we go. And so I got it done.
Awesome. Great stuff, Nigel. Love that. And what about yourself, Andy?
No, don't have any tattoos, but I've never actually thought about what I'd have if I ever wanted one.
No, neither
even if it was movie related. I just never. I couldn't answer it, I'm afraid.
No,
General Ortega's clout. Have it up there so your t-shirt had hided, so you can just like keep having a crappy lick when no one's looking. Just spilled a bit of ice cream on the top of my arm under my shirt there.
Just fucking sat there licking my arm. What the fuck?
A bit of tuna on, make it a bit authentic.
Oh, God.
He didn't say no, though, to be fair.
No, did he fuck?
What about yourself, Carlos?
Just asking, Nigel, how much did your Jaws tattoo cost? Because that must have been a lot of work.
I think it was 350.
Oh, okay.
That was in 2017, so it'll be more now.
What was that? One sitting or several?
Yeah, one.
Okay. Oh, That's not
And I paid the same for the Trooper. But because I got the Iron Maiden Trooper one done and the Jaws one, he did the Steve Harris portrait. I think he did it for $250 at the time.
Yeah.
Just gonna go toilet quickly, but what about you, Connor?
If I had a movie, it'd probably be a Clint Eastwood saying. But the trouble is, he's got many great quotes and sayings, so it'd be a difficult pick. It would probably be a Clint Eastwood saying, a quote from a movie. Probably not an image for me.
Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Not
Probably
the
a
fucking
Dirty
misquoted. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yeah.
He
Probably
never
be a
fucking
Dirty
says
Harry
that.
quote. Probably be a Dirty Harry quote. Yeah, likelihood. But he's made some. He's had many great one-liners.
Isn't it a Dirty Harry film where every time something shit happens, he just goes marvelous and walks off?
Oh, that was
Is that
the
a Dirty
Enforcer.
Harry film or is that Tightrope
Yeah.
or something?
That
There's
was the
one where he keeps
Enforcer.
saying marvelous, fucks off.
It was the third Dirty Harry movie, The Enforcer, with
The one with the gang.
Tyne Daly from Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose I may as well.
Love them. What about you, Keith?
Yeah, so I got a tattoo done once before. It was meant to be a very happy tattoo. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's meant to be a have a nice day face. And every time I look at it, it just makes me fucking miserable. I regret it the day I actually got it. It's meant to be something. It's meant to be something that I could look at and smile, but every time I look at it, it makes me miserable. But if there was one tattoo I'd love to get, and people might find it very strange. Look, it was always going to be something to do with Halloween. But I always had this thing. I came very close to getting it done there once before, but it ended up costing me a lot of money, so I pulled out of it. But I always wanted the scene right at the start of Halloween where young Michael Myers comes out of the house.
Mm.
And imagine getting a Halloween tattoo that doesn't actually have Michael Myers, like the Michael that we know,
like
just
an
the young
adult,
version of him and all that. So I just find when that camera pans away from the house and the kid is just standing there with the knife, fucking epic. Love it. I do. So I always wanted to get a tattoo of that. Then this is going to sound very strange because someone then said to me, they were kind of saying like you can't get a Halloween tattoo and not have, the Myers mask.
Right.
So someone said, would you get the house, have the child out the front, and then in the background have Michael Myers mask in the background? And I was like, that sounds pretty cool. A friend of mine in Australia sent me a picture 3 days ago, and that's the tattoo he got done. And I said nothing to him. I never said anything about this before to him. He just said that. He sent me a message, and he said, "Look at my new tattoo," and it was the tattoo that I was looking to get done. It was
fucking hell,
unbelievable. It looked incredible. It did.
I bet it did.
But I can't get it now.
I think the pumpkin of the first Halloween poster with the hand and the knife, I think that would make a good tattoo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
Halloween 2, the pumpkin, I think that would be a good
I was just going to say, you can get that for Halloween 2 next week. I love that one.
Yeah. I agree.
Or the three masks from Halloween 3.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You get the witch, the skeleton, and the pumpkin, the Halloween 3 ones.
Or Halloween 4? Or Halloween 5?
No.
I had a funny feeling.
With tattoos, we stop at 3.
I had a funny feeling, Keith, it was going to be something to do related with John Carpenter for sure.
Oh, look, ideally, I would like to get maybe a picture of Michael Myers driving Christine. That would be awesome.
What a good idea.
Wow, yeah.
I think that'd be a great idea. So, yeah, it would be John Carpenter related. Definitely.
Awesome.
And if you're feeling more extravagant, have Laurie in the fucking passenger seat.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The young Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie.
Yeah, you have McCready sitting in the back there with one of the day-lived aliens or something like that.
And the car surrounded by the fucking fog with them men coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just fucking go on forever, couldn't you?
Getting followed by the truck from Big Trouble in Little China.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, but can you imagine me going into my tattoo artist and asked to get that done? Yeah, that could be around $4,000.
Yeah. Keith, you
And
just have to sell.
by the way, you don't have a body big enough to fucking hold it all either.
I want a Halloween 3 one. I want that one, the shot of where Tom Thingy stands up and you stood there with his big fucking bare ass out. Imagine walking around with that on your arm. After he's just give air a fucking portion on the bed, he stands up and puts his trousers on.
I don't know about you, but every time I see that, I look at that scene, and the way he puts his trousers on so quickly, I always say to Ellen, I was like, I wonder did he catch a bit of the hairs in his zipper when he pulled it up? And because Tom Atkins is the man, he would have carried on anyway.
Yeah,
But I'd love to know when the director went, and cut, you fucking bastard!
Even worse, he could have pulled his zip up and caught the fucking in the.
oh,
Oh, I've done that before.
Full on.
Yeah.
There's something about Mary.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
got Andy Farty like stuff here. Hello, mate. He
Hey,
says
Andy.
funny date tonight,
Andy.
lads. Yes, we were a bit late tonight.
Yes. Yes, we are.
We got Gary North here. Hello, mate. Good to
Hey,
see
Gary.
you here.
All right, Gaz.
We got Jalapeno Chase running late because Scott is serenading them all behind the scenes with a bit of blood to Carlisle.
Bit of bell end of Carlisle. Bell end of Carlisle.
Indeed. You also got Jeff saying, does Carlos have technical difficulties again?
I always seem to have bad luck when I'm on a
No,
stream.
mate, he's
It's just-
Carlos.
yeah.
It was me last week.
It was, yeah.
Oh, very underrated Bronson films, Murphy's Law. Fucking love that.
Love that film.
Oh, yeah, great movie.
That's brilliant.
Fuck, it went so under the radar over here, that ridiculous.
That airport scene. Wow.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
We went to a video shop one night. My daddy went, "Oh, get me a Bronson while you're down there." We're like, Murphy's Law, that's a new one. Get that. Got it when it just come out. Fucking hell.
Get me a Bronson.
I like that as much as the Death Wish films, actually.
I got one. I always like Hard Times. There's a Eureka release.
Yeah.
That's a
great
good one.
movie.
That was called something else over here when it first came out, I think.
Yeah, the Street Fighter.
Street Fighter,
Mm.
which is a better title, really, but then they obviously favoured the fucking... Is it Jean-Claude Van Damme or somebody who was in one called that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Named after the game.
Sponsored by Coors.
Just check out the last frame of that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last frame.
Yeah.
The last frame of that movie. It says it all. It tells you
amazing.
everything that you need to know about that movie.
Is it just is it when the titles go, but it like freezes, you mean?
It's
With the
basically
image on the screen.
all the characters in the movie are at the end of it together. They're all together. They're celebrating this, that, and the other. And if I remember correctly, I think an explosion goes off or something like that. And then all of a sudden, they all just turn to the camera in their famous poses. And it just ends that way. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's a real terrible movie.
It's fucking shocking.
It's
Wow.
bad. Oh, it's so entertaining, though. I love Street Fighter.
Yeah. Raul Julia's the best part of that film.
Yeah,
He is.
absolutely.
It's fucking amazing in that film.
He is 100%. Got a buddy tenant here. Hello, mate. Great to see you here.
Hey up.
Yep, me ducks.
Indeed. Going to go through a few more comments and think about wrapping the stream up soon as well. But really enjoyed tonight. Been a good one.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. We got Slipknot fans saying, just recalled another blind watch. I was outside in a cinema in London one night and saw a movie poster For David Cronenberg's History
Nice.
of Violence, I was sold on a title alone. It was a masterpiece. I do
Absolutely.
agree. That film is
That is a
absolutely
fantastic
incredible.
film. I keep forgetting he did it.
Yeah, it's probably one of his more underrated ones, to be fair. I thought it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Brilliant film.
And one of his normal ones.
Yeah, that is true as well, definitely. What
Doesn't
about
really
yourself,
fuck with
Andy?
your mind, does it?
No.
That is a great double feature with Eastern Promises.
Oh wow.
Oh, I
With
need to watch
Cronenberg.
that one. Yeah.
Two amazing Cronenberg films, both with Viggo Mortensen. I love them both.
Mm.
John Carpenter doesn't like him. He used to
Cronenberg
be
or Mortensen?
Cronenberg. They used to be close
Wow.
friends,
Mm.
and I think Cronenberg started to get kind of recognized as a director. And Carpenter said that there was one night they were out. There was a lot of them out, a few directors, and they're in a bar. And David Cronenberg walked in, and apparently when David Cronenberg walked in, everyone walked over to him to talk to him. And apparently he ignored John Carpenter, and I think it was John Landis, who he was actually very close friends with him. But apparently he became so big, he just didn't want anything to do with them. And they
Oh,
never
wow.
spoke since. Now I don't know how true that is, but that came out of John Carpenter's mouth.
That's
And that's so it's
Wow.
yeah. When you believe in your own hype.
That's a bit of a shitty thing to do, like,
Yeah.
especially when it's somebody who you've classed as your mate type of thing.
But like, come on, we're talking about John Carpenter here. Like, how is John Carpenter
Exactly.
below you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. And John Landis for that matter.
And John Landis as well, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a rivalry, a hidden rivalry.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Maybe, yeah, you just never know. But awesome stuff there, Andy. Glad you enjoy it. What about yourself, Carlos?
What's the name of the movie again? Sorry.
History of Violence.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. Oh, good. I haven't rewatched that for many, many years. I have seen the movie. I do remember enjoying it. I can't even remember what it was about, but I have seen that one.
Ed Harris is great in that.
Yeah, he is, to be fair.
And
I mean,
he's just incredible in everything.
Yeah,
he's a good actor. He's a good actor, Mortensen. I always think with him, he could have had bigger roles have come, which is a shame because he's quite a good versatile actor.
He actually he turned them down, Carlos. Apparently, when he done the Lord of the Rings movies, he said he wouldn't make another. He said he wouldn't do another big Hollywood movie again. He didn't want to. I think it was the experience wasn't all that. I don't know how to describe it. The way he said it in the interview. It's kind of like maybe the way he looked at it was, you know what, I've done the biggest. I don't need to do anything else again. So I think he went for a lot more independent movies after that.
Yeah. I mean, some actors, they do sort of get a little bit too big for themselves. I mean, you had Mickey Rourke back in the 80s. He was like one of the hottest properties, and he kind of put his two fingers up Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I think, wasn't it maybe in the early 2000s or late 90s, Joaquin Phoenix was very similar. He was very hard to work with.
Yeah.
And then he's come back into it with Joker. But these actors, they get sort of too big for themselves and they become more awkward to work with. And it's a shame, really, because, I mean, all those guys I just mentioned are all fine actors and could have excelled their career a lot more.
Yeah, Val Kilmer was the same.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer was supposed to be almost about. And you know what the heartbreaking thing about Val Kilmer is? It's only when he got the cancer when he realized how bad he was, and then that's when he started coming out apologizing for his carry on. But it was too little, too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, shame.
Yeah,
it is.
Ed Harris always seems down to earth, doesn't he?
Oh, I tell you one thing. I sat down and I watched Needful Things on 4K the other night. My God, he is so good in that movie. He is
a great actor.
Have you ever seen?
Great actor.
Have you seen Needful
However,
Things?
his creep show dance is nothing to be proud of when he does that. What the fuck is that all about?
But every time, I don't know why, but every now and again with Ed Harris, I find that I don't know why, but I always find myself knocking on that scene in the Abyss when he's resuscitating your one.
Yeah.
Just you're looking at something that's quite astonishing. And as a matter of fact, if you actually just look at the actors around them, you can just tell that they're at an awe looking at him. They're not even acting. They're just looking at Ed Harris through this scene, and it's just incredible. It's an unbelievable scene.
That was the best part of the movie for me. That.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not a huge fan of that film, but that scene won
That's
me
coming
over.
out on 4K, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's based. I'm sure it's been announced.
Yeah,
But your one is great in that movie as well. I can never think about Mary Elizabeth. Is it Mary Elizabeth something or Mary?
Mastro
Antonio.
Yeah, she's fantastic in that movie as well.
Yeah, Robin Hood. That's what I know her from.
Yeah. Perfect Storm.
Yeah.
That's a good film. I enjoyed The Perfect Storm as well.
Scarface.
Yeah.
And,
Scarface,
Al Pacino's sister. Yeah, that was an early role for her.
There's one with Mickey Rourke and Willem Dafoe called White Sands. Have anyone seen that?
No.
I've heard of it.
Many years ago. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Awesome stuff. Some great films there. And we got Sid saying Dog Day is a classic. I absolutely love that film. Great choice, Nigel. Definitely.
It blew me away. I couldn't believe it. It was not what I expected.
No. I think we sort of had the same reactions when watching that, didn't we, Nigel, to be fair?
Yeah. Every time something happened, I was like, oh, what the fuck? And Scott's like, oh. We both reacted the same ones. Like right at the end, we were like, wow. What a fucking film that was. And then you've got Ryan going, all I'm going to say is, right, I got this today. Shut the fuck up and watch a film.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, I think I gave that film a 9.5 out of 10, to be fair. It's so close.
I would pretty much do the same. I still can't get over it now. Loved it.
Brilliant film. Probably my second favourite Pacino film, to be fair. Really, really good. Got Bad Lieutenant saying the last film watched with Cannonball Run. Won't win any major awards, but loved it all the same.
Did you say the Cannonball Run?
Cannonball Run, yeah.
Yeah.
The Cannibal Run.
The Cannonball Run, yeah.
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, I'm sure he said fucking cannibal as in Holocaust.
Maybe I did, I'm not too sure.
Get your ass, fuck off.
The Cannibal Holocaust Run.
I'm one of the rare people that prefer the sequel. I prefer the sequel to that.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think the sequel is far better.
I haven't seen the sequel yet, but I did actually quite enjoy the first one, to be fair, so I'll have to check that one out, definitely.
You know, I love it.
Sorry, Keith, carry on.
I was just going to say, the outtakes, at the end of their movies, they always show the outtakes as well.
Yeah.
When the credits are coming up, but they're actually quite good.
They are, yeah.
I think the outtakes are actually better than the movie.
Starring Rolf Glitter and Gary Harris. Fucking Gary Harris. Oh, it creases me every time that.
Rolf Glitter.
That was probably the first film I ever watched, The Cannonball Run, where I can remember where they used to screen all the outtakes. I mean, there might have been movies before that, but it was kind of a thing that the series of movies that they always would have. And people, after the first movie, which I think was quite a bit of a success, when the second movie came round, everybody knew and were kind of expecting the extras, bit like the Marvel movies, where you expect that little bit right at the end. That's kind of what they did with those movies.
Yeah,
definitely.
Fun movie.
Yeah, the first one's really fun. I did really enjoy it, to be fair. Awesome stuff, Carlos. Have you seen it before, Nigel? Cannonball Run?
I seen the first one when I was at school. It wasn't my thing. Didn't enjoy it.
That's fair enough. I can understand that. What about yourself, Andy?
Yeah, I've seen it a few years ago now. I always get confused between that and Smokey and the Bandit.
I knew you were going to say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's they kind of just sort of bleed together. I think one of them got Roger Moore in.
Cannonball Run.
That's Cannonball Run.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. Yeah.
Have you seen the second one, Andy?
No, I haven't.
No, I tell you now, if you have a chance to check out, I think the second one is like miles ahead of the original.
I'll check out. Yeah.
Jackie Chan is in the.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
I mean,
actually, this might actually even help you, make you want to watch this movie. But Jackie Chan's partner in the movie is Jaws from James Bond.
Yeah.
I want to see it now. Yeah. I'm sold.
Hey, you've got me thinking. Now I don't know whether it's the fucking Cannonball Run or Smokey and the Bandit I've seen.
I just imagine Jackie Chan sat next to a shark for a minute. Then.
yeah.
Both of those Cannonball Run movies, they had like a very star-struck. You had Dean Martin in them as well, and stacks of stars. Even if it's just a
shocking.
scene.
I don't think I've seen it. I think it's Smokey and the Bandit I've seen.
Right.
Probably was to be. Yeah, that film's a bit slow. To be fair, I do prefer Cannonball Run a lot more. To be fair.
I actually prefer a Smokey now, if I'm completely honest. Like, I'm sorry, but you know, what's his name? Oh my god, I can't even think of the fucking actor's name. Gleason.
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason. You know, he just makes them movies. He does.
Brilliant actor.
I can't help but watch Smokey the Bandit, and every time I see him, I always think of my father. His father was like him.
Awesome stuff there, guys. So we got Matt Chat picked up 2 Lucio Fulci's Beatrice Sente and The Devil's Honey, and 3 Umberto Lenzi's 7 Bloodstained Orchids, Paranoia, and Hit You in the Dark. Not seen anyone seen them any good. I haven't seen any of those, unfortunately, but I have heard of Hit You in the Dark, and I've heard that film's really good, so I would like to check that one out at some point. What about yourself, Nigel?
I've only seen Hitcher in the Dark. I've got that, and it is really, really good. Definitely worth getting if you can get your mitts on it.
Awesome stuff, Nigel. Glad you enjoyed it, my friend. What about yourself, Andy?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same as Nigel. Only seen Hitcher in the Dark. Really, really good movie. Really enjoyed it.
Awesome stuff, Andy. Glad you enjoyed it as well, my friend. What about yourself, Carlos?
Bertie Lindsay, I've seen a couple of them. I ain't seen any of those. I actually prefer these Eurocrime movies myself.
The tough one, something like that.
Yeah, the tough ones.
That's a good
with Maurizio Merli and Thomas Milian. I prefer these Eurocrime movies to his giallo and horror movies, personally.
Awesome stuff there, Carlos. What about yourself, Keith?
Never heard of any of them, if I'm completely honest.
No worries, Keith. And we've got Adam Sykes here. Hello, mate. Good to see you here. He says, just watch Talk to Me. Have you guys seen it? Haven't seen it yet, but I have heard good things about it, and I would like to watch that at some point, to be fair. What about yourself, Nigel?
No, I've not seen it.
No worries, Nigel. What about yourself, Andy?
I watched it the other night on 4K, and I enjoyed the film. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it had a really decent premise, and it was quite creepy. But I couldn't abide some of the characters in it. I thought they were dicks. I just didn't like them at all. Unfortunately, but I thought the film overall was pretty good. I gave it like 7 out of 10 because the premise was pretty cool. It was pretty creepy, but yeah, I just it's one of them where it's got characters that you just find insufferable.
Yeah, that's a shame. But I'm glad you enjoyed it somewhat, though, Andy. That's good.
Yeah, it's definitely a mixed bag, but overall, I did enjoy it. Yeah.
Awesome. Glad to hear. What about yourself, Carlos?
No, that's not one that I'm familiar with, actually. Sorry to say.
No worries, Carlos. What about yourself, Keith?
No, I haven't seen it, but there's a friend of mine in Australia. His name is Conor Gray, and he went to see it, and he was so impressed by it that he bought me a bust edition of it.
Wow.
Oh wow! Awesome.
He actually there's an Umbrella Entertainment release of it coming out at the end of this month. The bust is the actual hand.
Yeah.
It is, and you get a gorgeous steelbook with it. It comes in a collector's box as well. And
Wow.
he just come around and he said to me, "I bought you one." He said, "I'm going to send it your way in November." So
Wow.
I'm going. Can't believe it. I'm blown away.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, if I had a bust of that hand, I'd be shitting myself if I was.
Right. So the bust is it's a strange addition. I've never seen this before. So the hand, you get the hand. The bust is simply just a hand. Now
Yeah.
you get stencils with it, and you have to put the names on yourself.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's going to be interesting. I think I might do that before I see the movie.
It's
Awesome.
yeah, it's what you have to do with that hand. If you actually had like a physical copy or like a tangible thing of a model of that hand, I'd put that straight in the fucking trash. what they do what you have to do in the film with that hand. Oh,
right. Well, the thing is, the company that actually brought out that release, Umbrella Entertainment. Well, apparently they helped with the production of that movie. So they were actually able to get the original molds for that hand. So the hand is going to be literally a prop replica of what you see in the movie.
Fucking hell.
Awesome.
I don't think I could act that. Knowing that was around.
Andy, it'll go lovely with my Ouija board that I got there for Witchboard.
Witchboard. Oh God.
Did I ever tell you about the time I done that video? And someone came on the comment section, and they were basically saying, "I am here to save lives. You're promoting you're promoting evil." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm showing off an edition that I got, and it just happens to come with a Ouija board. You are promoting evil. Youngsters are going to watch your video, and they're going to want to go out and get Ouija boards now. I was like, but I didn't even do anything in the video. Like, I just showed the Ouija board. I didn't even talk about what the Ouija board can do. And this person kept at me. This person kept at me. She kept coming back and forth. As a woman, it was, and she just kept coming at me. And she turned around and she says, the last comment she said to me is, "I am on this comment section to save people's lives." And I said, "Well, you're going to be," the last comment I said to her was, "You're saving fucking no one, because I'm going to be deleting all your comments now and blocking your fucking ass." And that's exactly what I done.
Fucking hell. I'd have told her to go and sit on a rusty dildo.
That's rough.
Wow.
You fucking
do they exist, rusty ones?
I think I have one of them behind me.
I've got a bust rusty dildo.
Bust rusty. Try saying that when you're pissed. Hey, fucking hell, man.
Wow. Brilliant. And we've got Mike saying, "Can we get a Scott Idol audition for Monster Mash?"
Oh my God.
I haven't even started yet, and I've already killed them.
Scott Idol. Not. I was working.
It was for Mash. He done the Monster Mash. It was a mash. It was a graveyard smash.
I love the way Scott puts on it. He puts on a sinister voice.
And he's done.
That's it. He's fucking broke him.
Oh my God.
Hey,
could you do that? Could you do that Eminem rap? He did on that show. I enjoyed that.
Oh, thank you, Connor. I was glad you enjoyed it.
I don't know the words sober, let alone drunk.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I don't know. I've done that, to be honest.
Oh, me poor chest.
Especially all those lyrics as well. I don't know how I managed to do it drunk, to be fair. It's quite impressive, I suppose.
Talent. Sheer talent.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Got a film review central. I'll make this the last comment, by the way, tonight, guys. So we got film review central saying great Friday night entertainment. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, mate. Really do appreciate
Cheers for
that. And he
tuning
also,
in.
Excellent. Cheers.
Cheers.
indeed. And we got, which is the one film you would love to see be remade? None, to be honest. I'd rather not have any remakes at the moment, just because we get way too many. But I'm actually really struggling, to be fair, because I feel like most of the ones that I would say have actually been remade, to be fair, so I can't think of one. What about yourself, Nigel?
None really, but I wouldn't complain. Very controversial. If somebody decent did a Jaws remake, only if they booked it, based it entirely on the book. Copy nothing from Spielberg's, base it on the book because it is different.
Awesome choice there, Nigel. Really good stuff there.
But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to give a fuck.
No, definitely not. What about yourself, Andy?
See, the thing, I'm not against remakes, but I only would like to see remakes of shit films. Don't remake good classics. Remake films that didn't work. Instead of doing it, playing it safe and trying to bank on, safe, tried and tested, proved movies. Fuck that. Just remake something that was awful when it first came out. Bring something new to the table with it and make it a good original thing instead of remaking
That's
classic.
a damn fine idea.
Remake make a decent version of the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Fucking Mac and me.
Yeah.
Could have come space.
Yeah,
is that a sequel to Mac and Cheese?
I actually quite like that. Trash garbage movies, remake a good version of them instead of making a trash, piss poor version of a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I do love the way they remade House of Wax, though. I thought that was fucking genius. Didn't copy the original at all. It was just totally different, and I love both.
Yeah, don't get me.
That's a fucking seriously underrated horror remake, that House of Wax.
It really is.
I tell you one thing, I get a fucking stiffy every time Paris Hilton gets killed in that movie.
Oh my god, I was just going to say it, and Paris Hilton's fucking dead.
And I was like,
it's amazing.
If there's one person that's going to get a good fucking death in this movie, please let it be Paris Hilton. And by Jesus, they deliver.
I had to fight back the fucking edge just to not cheer when I was in the cinema.
Yeah.
I could just picture Keith watching it after Paris Hilton gets killed. I need a drink, but I can't stand up.
That's
what went through our head.
I'm nursing a fucking big stiffy.
With a cushion over his legs.
But don't get me wrong, sometimes you can remake a good film and it can work. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I fucking love the remake.
That's a great one, yeah.
What's that?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
I do.
I love the remake.
Yeah.
Hills of Eyes.
Hills of Eyes, yeah.
Hills of Eyes, fucking brutal.
Actually, My Bloody Valentine is a good one.
I agree.
It's a remake. It feels very different as well to what we got with the original as well. So,
and they did do like a bit of a little sort of change as well, which I thought was good because they haven't copied it scene for scene. So, but I agree. I thought that was a good one.
But I have a good remake in my head. I would love to see. I think this movie, if they just had a bit more imagination to it, I think it could have been brilliant. Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah,
I think the concept to Maximum Overdrive was absolutely fantastic. But what killed that movie was it essentially came down to trucks.
Yeah.
But imagine if they made a Maximum Overdrive movie where they were literally trying to travel across the country instead of being stuck in one place. And it's bloody anything that can come out of them. Fucking lawnmowers, anything. And all that. I think they missed the trick with Maximum Overdrive. And I think that would have been a great.
I fucking love Maximum Overdrive.
Oh no, I do. I love it. I love the movie. I absolutely love the movie. But I think it could have been so much more.
Did you ever read the story it was based off?
No.
It was in one of those like where Stephen King puts like a load of his stories together.
Yeah,
funny enough,
right.
they're called the story trucks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which is why that's predominantly used. Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved it.
No, I loved the movie. I actually, as a matter of fact, the fucking trailer was genius to it. Stephen King standing in front of the.
Isn't Stephen King actually in it? They don't show you any scenes, do they?
No, it's just Stephen King saying I'm going to scare the shit out of you, and that's
right. Yeah.
And the truck, I think, the truck with the face, slowly appearing behind them. It was a great trailer.
He's in the film.
To me, even to this day, that fucking face on that truck creeps me out.
Yeah, you're right, Andy.
Isn't he in the film as well? Like
this machine just called me an asshole.
This machine just called me an asshole.
Funny, yeah. Honey, this machine just called me an asshole. No L on the end. Asshole.
Yeah.
It does. He could.
Am I right in saying that Stephen King absolutely hated that movie because he was off his face?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. I think he was on cocaine the entire time of the production. Yeah. He was off his tits. Yeah.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
He just said that he really hates that movie with a passion. I've heard.
There is. I
didn't think it was that bad, to be honest.
There's one thing about it that does annoy me, I have to admit. It's the girl that does Lisa Simpson's voice. Yeah, I was like, my God, someone ram a truck up this one's fucking ass and get rid of her quickly.
The newlywed.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What was that fella even doing with her?
If you look at them, they've both got similar faces. If you look at both of them, they both got similar faces. They both look like Haley Joel Osment.
Yes.
They're probably fucking cousins.
Like you.
Haley Joel Osment.
Who the fuck's that?
He's the kid from The Sixth Sense. They just look like him.
When you said that, I was thinking crazy fucking horses.
Awesome stuff there, Keith and Andy. Great choices there. What about yourself, Carlos?
I'm with Andy. I don't see remakes of classic movies, but I think if somebody done a remake, They Live, I would want it to be John Carpenter, as sort of like a little bit further down into the future. Not that I would expect that to ever happen. A movie to be redone. Have you guys, any of you guys see a Mel Gibson movie called Fat Man?
No, I've heard of it.
I know of it.
I've heard of it.
Basically, Mel Gibson, he plays a modern day version of Santa Claus. And I think the movie got released during the COVID period. So he's a modern day Santa Claus. And basically a rich kid who's a bad kid, I think he gets sent a lump of coal. So the young kid, he puts out a hit on Santa Claus. And basically a hitman, played by Walter Goggins, goes after Mel Gibson. So basically, everybody knows where the Santa Claus supposedly lives in a certain area. So basically, you get this hitman that goes after, and it's kind of like a dark comedy. You've got a Blu-ray release in the UK. I've got the American release of it, and I always thought that was a pretty kind of movie that went under the radar, and I kind of like the concept of that. And I think it didn't really earn that much at the box office. I think it just broke even because it got released at COVID time. But that, I think, if that became like a Christmas sort of trilogy of movies every Christmas. I think that would be an idea that I would have loved to have seen. But obviously, because it had such a low budget, and in return, box office, it didn't really earn that much. But the idea behind that was quite funny, because as you're watching during the movie, as it gets towards Christmas, Mel Gibson is actually, he's got his great big white beard, and he's got kind of his little helpers that help in the toy factory, and they're all like little elves. I didn't notice it at first because they had the slightly pointed ears, and I was thinking, oh, we going full board on this as being a modern day Santa Claus movie, and it does get to that. So basically, there's a massive shootout at the end because this hitman wants to take out Santa Claus, which I thought, as an idea, was something completely off the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew of the movie. I just never seen it.
Sounds quite cool, though. To be fair, I'm quite
Yeah,
intrigued
just
by
something.
Sounds different.
Something totally different. I wasn't really expecting it. I mean, I do like Mel Gibson, and it's kind of, I think it was kind of like a little cult favourite among sort of the movie community, which they kind of liked. But that was more in American reviews that I read about it. There was no UK release over here, which was a shame because
Wow.
you know, Mel Gibson, I mean, great actor, but his movies kind of, some of his movies, a bit like Bruce Willis, some of his latest stuff, you kind of got to go to like German releases to pick them up, or America. They don't seem to come out in the UK for some strange reason.
That's the great thing. That's the one thing. The great thing about Germany is it is you can go there and get these movies, and not only that, but they put a lot of effort behind them as well. You know, you probably get a media book edition over a metal pack or a steel book, something like that. You know, it's but they're great. They're a great country. I fucking love Germany when it comes to physical media.
Yeah, I mean, I pick up a lot of stuff from America, but in Europe, it's always Germany. Like you say, the media books, some of their special editions, and sometimes they get movies on 4K, and sometimes releases that we don't have in the UK, or they don't even have in the US. They seem to be the front runner.
That's the thing. That's the problem. Absolutely, they do have 4K releases that nowhere else gets. But I've gotten a lot of them 4K releases, and I can fucking tell you now, there's a reason to why they have them, because they're fucking garbage. Because some of them are. Some of them are. I've been on record in so many videos. Just check out Olympus Has Fallen on 4K from Germany. You won't believe it. You won't fucking believe how bad it looks.
Wow.
It's I can't describe it. I couldn't. We could only watch around 5 minutes of it. We had to knock it off. That's how bad it was. But they do have a knack for doing that. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's great. Like, they brought out Bloodsport first on 4K. It looked fucking immaculate. Never Ending Story. Never Ending Story is still. Germany is still the only country you can get that movie on 4K, and that looks absolutely fucking spectacular on 4K. But there is a few times now that for instance, that deluxe release of House I bought on 4K, they look very sketchy.
That is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice box set.
The picture look great.
The picture's not great. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, so it's a bit of a, you just don't know what you're going to get with Germany. Phantasm looks amazing on 4K. You know, it's you just don't know. You just do not know.
Has anybody else pre-ordered that new Terrifier steelbook that's out in January, I think? I read it. Apparently the first one is also in 4K.
Oh,
that needs that
both of them are 4K. That's why I've pre-ordered it.
I that movie needs something done to it, because I have the Blu-ray of it, and it looks a bit kind of, now again, it could be down to its budget. It might not be helped, but a lot of the blood look kind of pinkish in that movie. I don't know if you've ever looked. It just has this pink kind of look to it. It's almost like what Dawn of the Dead used to look like back in the VHS days. The blood looked a bit pinky. Yeah, so just next time you look at Terrifier on Blu-ray, just check it out. It just looked a
I
bit
don't know
kind
if
of
it's any different.
strange.
I've got the US one. I don't know if that's going to be any different.
I got the US
Right.
one. I thought it was
I
okay.
thought it was
got
alright.
this one. I got that one there. That's the Umbrella Entertainment release.
I was going to
Never seen
say,
that
isn't that the Australian?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
Australian one, and the Blu-ray in that one now. Like I said, just the color timing just looked a bit strange on the Blu-ray.
Well, hopefully, if what I've read is true, and it is a 4K, they should have upgraded it. Surely they'll color correct it. I'm hoping.
I mean, the first movie
Yeah,
is kind of like a low budget independent movie, isn't it? Obviously, the second one's got a higher
yeah.
budget.
Yeah, like the first one has a budget of something like Jesus, something like 20,000 or something like that. I think it was, wasn't it? Or something like
20 quid.
It's fucking
I
so
love
small.
the first movie. I love the first movie.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
That's one of those that I watched it, hated it, watched it again, fucking loved it.
As a matter of fact, I liked Art's story even in the All Hallows Eve movie.
I still need to get that. I've not seen it. It's a different person playing that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every other story is absolute garbage, but Art's story is actually quite good.
Right.
There's an All Hallows Eve 2 as well.
I was not.
Oh.
I don't know to do with Art the Clown, but there definitely is one, yeah.
I gotta let me just check, because I think I got the All Hallows Eve with this edition. Right, it's only the first one. It's the first one you got, All Hallows Eve, right? Okay.
It'd be nice if they stuck it in that new steelbook that's coming out, but I think it's the same company releasing, because it says the bloody duo again.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I can see that.
I think it's HMV. I've ordered it, but if you look, the image they've got, it says artwork coming soon. It's just black with that Terrifier bloody duo logo on the front, which is obviously not going to be that, but that's what they're using at the minute.
I'll tell you what movie is coming out in 4K. I've actually a deluxe edition pre-ordered for it, and I swear to God, if they fuck up this transfer, I can't see how they could fuck it up. The Jewel, Spielberg's The Jewel.
Oh, nice.
I've got that pre-ordered.
Look at that movie. That movie, it's all natural light. There's no way they can screw this up. They can't. But you can only imagine what that's going to look like.
Should be a great transfer.
I'm really excited for that to come out, because I've been wanting to see that.
Did you get the deluxe release of it? No.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Fingers crossed the bastards don't cancel it, because it's Zavi.
Yeah.
And I have I actually completely forgot about it, but I got an email off Savvy saying that they're preparing my Leon edition, the Everything Blue release.
Wow.
Now this is
So
what
at least
happened.
looking like you're getting it.
No, because they sent me the same fucking email for Fifth Element. They did, and then it got lost. They claimed it got lost in the post. My fucking got lost in the post. It never got shipped.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. So I'll have to wait and see.
Did they take the payment?
No, not yet. Not yet. And it's
what are you going to say
there
there about Megan?
Megan is out this week as well, isn't it? Next week, sorry. No,
Man shipped today or yesterday. I can't remember which. Yesterday, I think it was.
Fucking Amazon. It is very frustrating, particularly when you're a YouTube channel. You want to get your editions early-ish. But that Megan one, I think they're saying that I'll have it on the 6th of November. It will be. So
Man says the 2nd or 3rd, I think. No, it doesn't. They've just posted the fucker. I'm hoping it comes tomorrow, but I doubt it.
Right.
They never come 2 days. They always do second class. It's HMV.
I done a video. I actually shot my video today of Hannibal. And right at the start of that video, I was just talking about Universal and some of these releases that they're bringing out. And I was actually just showing them in my video where I showed off Hannibal, which is lovely, hard, rigid box, lovely soft touch feel to it as well. It came from outer space, the exact same presentation. Then Hard Target, something very similar as well. But every now and again, they do bring out these kind of flimsy editions like Jaws 2 and Animal House. And it looks like that Megan one is going to be the same as them. It is. And I kind of wish they would. I was just kind of saying in the video, I just wish to be more consistent with their releases. Stick to the hard, rigid boxes. and that because
Yeah.
I was actually looking at my Animal House edition, which I have from Universal, and you can actually see it. There's already wear starting to appear on it because the boxes are so fucking flimsy, you know. But when you hold the likes of, like, Andy will tell you as well, when you hold the likes of the Warner Brothers sets, you just know nothing is going to happen to them.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, when I look at that Warner Brothers collection, if I look at that collection 20 years from now, I guarantee they're going to look exactly how they look right now.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah, I was kind of hoping. I'm hoping I'm wrong with that Megan box set, but I don't think I'm going to be.
It's going to be a lenticular front. You'd think they'd put it like in a sturdy box, wouldn't you? If they're going to go to the trouble to do it, a lenticular image for us.
They've done it with Jaws 2. Jaws 2
True.
came on had a lenticular box, flimsy. A lenticular cover, but it was on a flimsy box.
But yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a shame.
They might have done it with it being a sequel. You never know. With Megan being like a main film, they might do it. I don't know. And it was more expensive, wasn't it? No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Jaws 2 was expensive. It was like 40, 50 quid, wasn't it?
No, I got my Jaws 2 in Amazon Italy, and I got mine for €40, which is around £35.
Fucking hell!
Yeah.
I think mine was 40 quid off. It was either Zavvi or HMV. I got mine.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit slow on that, and it's going for crazy money. That one, Jaws 2. I regretted that.
Is it really?
No
doubt. I got a really good low number on that as well.
Just go on to Amazon Italy, Carlos. That's where I got mine. It's still there now.
I think mine's something like number 26, 27, something like that. It's low.
That's the only difference with my edition to Nigel's edition. Nigel's has a number on it. Mine doesn't.
Is it all English print?
Everything is English on it.
Wow.
Sorry. Just the description of the movie on the back of the box. That's the only thing. Everything else is in English.
It's a fucking big jump in price, that, like, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the right direction for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I always liked Jaws 2. I mean, it's not as good as the original, but it was a damn good sequel.
Solid sequel.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Awesome stuff, guys. And that'll be the final comment of tonight live stream, everyone. And we nearly went for 3 hours while going back to the old days of the 3 hours live stream.
What a bunch of dirty fucking stop-outs. It's been a good one. I've really, really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a cracking
awesome.
one.
It has.
Definitely. Thank all you guys for your amazing comments. Like always, again, apologies to all comments I didn't get to, like always, but thank you all so much for contributing. It really does mean a lot. Thank you all so much. And of course, thank you to all of you guys for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate that as well. It means a lot.
Cheers, Scott.
Cheers, Scott. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Scott.
Worries.
Really, really enjoyed talking to all of you guys. And yeah.
You too, Carlos.
Absolutely.
Great to meet you as well, Carlos.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's been a good 2 weeks now because I actually got to talk face to face with 2 people I've actually known on YouTube now for a while. Carlos, you've been commenting on my videos from it must be over 2 years now.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Yeah, I think we're using the early sort of 200-300s on your sub count.
Yeah.
I do need to catch up on your last couple of videos because you've got some cracking additions.
They're there. They're going to always be there. Like there's absolutely no rush. I'm just ecstatic that you even watched them.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
I loved your Exorcist one, by the way, Keith.
I did. That was good.
I was very angry making that video.
Why?
I guarantee if I actually was able to get Ellen on here now, she'll tell you. I started that video at 10 o'clock that morning, and I finished that at around 5 that evening.
Oh wow!
Everything that could go wrong went wrong. You have to understand. I don't script anything. I don't like scripting anything. And I got down to the bit where I was doing the 4K review of it, and it just happened. It just flowed out of me. Everything was perfect. I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." It rarely happens. It just came out of me. and then I got to the audio part of it, and then that just flowed out of me, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." And then I finished this, delighted, checked back over it. I didn't have my microphone on.
Oh, fucking hell!
And it took me 26 times to recapture what I'd done on that. 26 times to recapture everything. I kept splurting my words. I couldn't pronounce words. It was going pear-shaped. My internet started packing in. My what's it called? My screenshots that I was doing. I actually thought I pressed record on my camera when I was capturing them. I realized I didn't. It was everything that could go wrong went wrong with that video. But at the end of the day, it paid off because it was a fucking massive video for me. I think it's actually nearly on 5,000 views, so I've done incredibly well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, I've done very well.
26 times. I tend to sort of do it 4 or 5 times. I do it 4 or 5 times. If I haven't got it, I'll do it next day.
It just like it was just as fucking stupid as, you know, "Hi, this is Keith here." I just everything.
I know.
Everything that, you know, I couldn't even fucking say my own name. I couldn't. It was just ridiculous.
I've watched 2 or 3 of yours this week, and you're still doing it, even though I've pointed out you.
Oh, I see.
Now, Euphoria Pictures, welcome back to my channel.
It's like I take a breath. Yeah. It's almost like I'm preparing myself. It's
the first
like
time I seen it, I thought you'd froze it. You went,
yeah.
And then you breathe. I went, oh fuck, I wasn't expecting that.
Someone came onto my video the other day, and I was like, you are not seriously fucking asking me that. Someone turned around and said, "Keith, I love your videos, and please don't take this personally. Is there any chance you can remove the word so from your videos?" And I was like, "What?" And so I replied back, I just put down a big "what?" And he was like, "Yeah, a lot of your sentences start with so." So I started to watch the video. And me fiance and myself were watching it, and we're like, she's like, "Wait a minute, you're saying it during mid-speech. You're saying so." But like, there's no getting around it. You have to say the word.
Yeah.
But so I just turned and said to him, "There's no way I'm going to remove a word out of my videos just because it bothers you." And that is absolutely... So I actually turned around to him and I went, the whole comment, I've done this big rant, and I put around 7 souls into the comment.
In capitals and fucking bold.
And I just ended the comment, went, "Seriously, man, don't sweat the small stuff. You know, like, seriously, like, come on. It's very hard."
If I can put it with fucking franchise and movie, they can put it with so. It's 2 letters, for Christ's sake.
You know, you put so much effort into a video like The Exorcist, and the only thing that someone took from it is the fact that I kept saying "so" in it. Like, come on, give me a fucking favor.
There was
that's one of those tiny little words that I can't even think of an alternative word to use.
I actually tried doing it, and I couldn't do it. You know, I couldn't.
There is a lot of people like it's like mainly like again, it's fucking nurses. There was one in particular. I think of you ask them the question, you go like, "So when do you do so and so?" So they go, "So," and then carry on. Like they put "so" at the beginning of the sentence like that. I've never noticed it on yours. Like that is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can you stop saying the word "so"? Remove the word "so."
He reckons that my videos would have more of a polished look to them if I removed so.
Wow.
So I said it to Ellen, and she was like, "Oh, Jay, in that case, you may as well remove fucking that out of your fucking your comments as well, and see how you get on there."
Wow.
Exorcist. Oh God.
Oh my fucking Lord. Don't look more polished. I'd have held a tin of pledge up and went, "No, this'll do." Now fuck off.
Mr. Sheen.
That's what my videos are going to be. That's what my videos are going to be from now on. It's going to be me holding the edition in my hand and me just going either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and that's it.
Yeah.
3 seconds long. Done.
And welcome back to my channel. End.
And then if you think the movie's bang average, just go, it was so-so.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I am so
Oh,
putting
I
that into
love
my
that.
fucking video. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am definitely gonna do it. Oh,
So what's my
Jesus.
verdict? So. It's so.
Yeah.
We've got Mike from TGC that say great stream, guys. Thank you, Mike.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Got David Beach say great live stream. Take care, guys. Thank you, David.
Cheers, mate.
Really
Cheers,
appreciate
David.
Cheers,
that.
David.
Cheers,
Looking
David.
forward to next week as well. Yeah,
I appreciate it,
definitely.
David. Thank you.
And Danny says, have a great one. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate
See
it,
you
mate.
later, Danny.
Thanks for stopping by.
We all know what happens at the end of a live stream.
Yeah, Keith looks for the nearest fucking bag to put over his head to get out of it.
Oh, he's got Cellar Dweller. That's even better. Oh.
Well, Cellar Dweller, Driller, I can't even fucking talk.
But bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Cheers for watching. Happy Halloween.
3. Shine.